Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with another episode of The Darkest Hour. It's going to be back. It is episode 44. Tonight we have the Hold the Line podcast boys on. ArcaneArmor, KenKnobi, and SoBadStrange. What up, dudes?
I got called out at work.
Hey. Hello.
Called out at work. What did you do? What did you do?
For dyeing my beard. That's the way we're going to kick this off, apparently. I brought it on myself. Volunteered too much information. First rule. Yeah, so I didn't start dyeing my beard till like 6 months ago, and I got called out at work for it. And they're like, "Did you dye your beard?" It's like, yes, I did. Man, I didn't know you were that vain. Damn. I'm really not. I just have this big, huge white patch over here that just stands out. So I said, screw it.
They called
45
you
years old.
vain?
I'm gonna dye my beard.
Oof. Vain.
Damn. I know.
You're using
Aaron Rodgers is vain.
Just for hair dye.
Aaron Rodgers is not a vain man.
Well, it's good to have you all here today. We're obviously missing someone. Donnie is MIA. We don't know where he is. I hope he's alive. He's probably just passed out. Maybe he'll join late. Who knows? We shall see. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. All that fun shit. How were your Christmases, my dudes?
Pretty good. I always go to New Jersey and visit my very Italian family. It's basically like an episode of Sopranos. So we made it. We're back. You know, God, I love my family. Don't get me wrong, but you know, small doses. So it's good to be back.
How many of your uncles work in waste management?
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's waste management. It's pizzerias and it's bakeries, and it's just so cliche.
Well, speaking of Sopranos, I didn't know Tony Soprano was dead. Has he been dead a long time?
Dude, you know he was dead, and you haven't seen Forrest Gump? That's crazy, dude. This guy.
He died hiking in Rome.
We're ripping into this man early. You haven't seen this movie? You don't know this guy? Don't worry, Jay. We'll let off a little bit today.
I've seen Forrest Gump. Goddamn.
Oh my god! All right.
Thank God. Okay, now we'll definitely leave you alone. Jay, how was Christmas?
It was good. I streamed. Gave away like 15 keys or something in a gold chest. It was a fun time.
Wow.
Festive.
Dang, wish I was here. I need a gold chest.
Shit, dude. Okay.
Damn, missed it.
Yeah.
The winner actually was like, I haven't updated my game in weeks. Just give it to somebody else. I was like, all right.
Wow.
That works.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you were a digital Santa Claus in the dungeons. That's very cool.
Yep.
So bad. How was it?
It was really, really good. I missed that on Thanksgiving because of the wipe. So my family was heckling me for like the first hour and a half. Whether or not I would even make it, they were texting me saying that video games were more important. A lot of backlash with the Thanksgiving miss, but Christmas was amazing, man. Showed up. A lot of people were sick, but it was super festive. They even had green and red tortilla chips. The Christmas tree was up, the lights. We had ham and turkey. It was fantastic. Really, really fun. Went all night.
Hell yeah. Excellent.
Best Christmas food. I'm a sides guy. I was getting hassled earlier because my favorite is I love stuffing.
Stuffing and deviled eggs.
Chat was giving me shit.
Stuffing deviled eggs. Yes.
But that's Thanksgiving. So that's traditionally Thanksgiving food, though. You guys had that for Christmas as well. You do double down.
Oh yeah.
You got it. It's my favorite. I could eat pounds of it.
You need to do that. I love it.
All right, I'm glad we're on the same page.
When I was a poor airman, I used to cook up a whole box of stovetop chicken stuffing and just eat the whole fucking box. And just pass out and then go to work. Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
I'd get like
you will never sleep better unless
exactly
after you eat a pound of stuffing. You will sleep like a baby.
Exactly. When I was on night shift, I would be going to bed at like, I don't know, 8 a.m, right when the jets are taking off, like essentially over the barracks. So you're like, let's just carb load and pass the fuck out. We'll sleep right through the jets. Pop some foamies in your ears. You're good to go.
Beautiful.
ArcaneArmor, how was Christmas, sir?
It was good, man. Ate a lot of good food. Didn't have any stuffing, but it was a lot of good ham. And what else do we have? Well, ham, a little bit more ham. Did a couple egg casseroles that were really good. Did some breakfast food. Hey, what's your position on orange cinnamon rolls?
Never
you guys
heard of
had
it.
these?
Never heard of it.
Oh my.
Sounds
Oh
hella
my.
good.
Does sound good.
Oh,
I never had them, but I mean, actually, just sound pretty good.
the Pillsbury stuff that comes out of the roll, you just slice them up, throw them in a pan, bake them. There's orange flavored ones that you put the vanilla icing on or whatever it is. They are top notch, fantastic. We only
Orange
have them
flavor.
like
Wow.
around Christmas time. Highly
Is it like orange creamsicle-y, like the flavor? Or?
Yeah, I can't
Mm,
stand it. It does taste like a creamsicle. It's
n-
really
I love
sweet.
those. I love
Yeah.
those.
I love that
Uh-huh.
shit.
See, I wouldn't go that far, but they're in the same vein, but I don't think they're as sweet.
Mm.
So, Josh, you've had them before? No likey?
Yeah, I had it one time and I ate like one bite, and then my whole
Oh.
family was like, "No thanks." And
The fact
thankfully,
that
I got an
Josh
original as
doesn't
well.
like them makes me think
I
they
like
might be good.
everything. Wait, what? I don't know. I feel like I get along food wise with a lot of people. I eat almost anything.
Jay, what's
Might
the
give it a
go-to Christmas food for you? What do you think? Top 3.
Well, yesterday I ate Denny's chicken tendies.
Oh,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. What the fuck is Christmas
Jesus.
food other than ham?
just
Duck.
Thanksgiving plus.
Thanksgiving
had duck.
plus. Yeah. Duck's the best. Duck confit
Ooh.
is the best. That should be
Alright.
the official Christmas meat.
hmm
I think. I don't know. I love it.
I think turkey is amazing. Let's start with that one.
Turkey's like my least favorite bird to eat.
It's
I'll
the
eat it.
worst
Take
part
that
of
back.
Thanksgiving, I'll be
You
honest.
guys are smoked, dude. You
Like,
guys
sure-
eat some terrible turkey.
I mean, you're probably drowning in gravy, and then at that point, is it really the turkey that's good, or is it the gravy?
I do like a
It's
turkey
both.
leg. Turkey
They
legs are fucking
complement
good.
each other.
Turkey legs are amazing.
Turkey legs are good.
Mm.
Have you ever
What
had
about like sweet potatoes mashed up with
Ooh.
marshmallows on top and then
Mhm.
baked?
Sweet potato
It's called
casserole.
yams,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes.
Yamsers.
Jay, have you had deep fried turkey?
No.
Try that
Mm.
one year. You just get a big air fryer, you dip the turkey in that bitch like a Cajun rub on or something like
I've seen
that.
those things explode where
Yeah,
there's
it
like
had-
too much oil or something. I would
Well,
never
you
do
got to
that.
do it properly, obviously. yeah.
If your turkey's in like defrosted all the way and you put it into the oil, yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it
Hmm.
right for sure, but it's pretty goddamn good. It's probably my favorite way to eat it. Anyway,
Oh, cornbread.
Oh,
I'll leave it with that one.
oh
Bro,
yeah,
that
like
doesn't
a
have any.
moist cornbread. Mm.
I love
yes.
cornbread, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had green bean casserole, cheesy, crispy potatoes, turkey, ham. What else? There was red velvet cake, cornbread, gravy. There was some other vegetable. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but it was great. It was delicious. There was
So
no
much pie.
fucking stuffing or deviled eggs though. Those are my two favorite things. I was a
Man.
guest, so I didn't say anything until I was slightly drunk, and then I called him out. But it's okay. It was all friendly.
Couple mimosas deep, you know? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Couple brewskis down. Well, gentlemen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have not been able to play the game since December 20th. I have
Jesus.
pretty much.
Nothing's changed. Don't worry.
I got 3 fucking pages here of changes that we're going to go over here in a little bit. But I haven't been able to play. I'm going to be relying on you gentlemen to sort of lead things here. And I don't have an opinion on anything. So that'd be silly to give an opinion without playing it myself.
I don't know. I kind of like the theoretical perspective you could give of like how you might feel if there were goblin
the
caves with
franchise,
3
we-
players.
We could bounce the ideas like, oh, how does this sound to you? And then we could be like, well, in reality, it's dog shit.
I like the sound of that. I like it. All right, we can do that. All right, so I'm glad everyone's doing well and everyone had a good Christmas. Awesome. Let's get to it. And by the way, thanks again, gentlemen, for joining us. So bad. Thanks for going to take a shit on the podcast. Being
Oh,
AFK.
you're gonna like this. My uncle got bluefin tuna, like the really expensive kind, like $70 for 2 pounds, and he gave me a bunch. So I'm over here cooking up some
making sushi,
pies
dude.
for my baby.
What?
I'll be
the
right back. I'll
fuck?
show it to you. It looks real good.
Okay. All right, let's read this shit. Well, So Bad cooks us up some, or not even prepares us some sushi. All right, here we go. We got a bunch of stuff here. So EA Hotfix number 25 dropped on the 21st. And right off the bat, let's get into the changes. Fixed an issue where the hunting trap's chain was swinging abnormally in the character selection screen. Okay. Fixed an issue where friend invitations cannot be sent by party members. That shit sucked. That was really annoying. Or it would,
Oh,
it
was
would
it?
just show people offline all the time. Did you guys have that too?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me almost every time with like my core group that I play with. Fix an instrument or frame drops could occur when the bard switches instruments. I never noticed that.
Oh,
Thank God,
that
it
was no, that was a huge
unplayable.
problem. Unplayable.
Wait,
Yeah.
how much would it slow down?
If you mashed your instruments, it became a slideshow. And I'm not exaggerating. It was like 2
Damn,
FPS.
what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, I submitted that one because I was so sick of like playing Bard and then having that issue.
Wow.
Because you know the one that makes you switch instruments or weapons faster makes the bug so much worse.
Now everyone's gonna think that they listen to streamers because you submitted that. They already all think that.
Well, bro, it had been months, and I'm like,
of
dude, how
course,
they
yeah.
not fixed it? I'm like, Jesus, dude. Maybe they just
Lead
didn't
dev,
know. I
Jay.
don't know.
Fix an issue where praise and punish cannot be given when using the karma system. Okay, interesting. Fix an issue where the halberd had the same damage ratio across all parts. That was something
that's
I
a big
definitely
one,
noticed.
I thought that was on purpose, to be honest.
Hitting with the shaft of the halberd.
I mean, it's been like that forever, so I just thought that that was
Yeah.
like the one weapon without the sour spot. Although the rogue weapons are like that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like such an unused weapon, or unused for compared to like a lot of other weapons. So I was like, yeah, maybe they'll just keep it. But
Mhm.
I'm kind of glad they changed it because it started to become a problem because all of the cheaters in the game were catching on, and every time there was somebody cheating, it was always a fighter with a halberd with like aimbot, and they would just like one shot you
shit.
from a mile away. Yeah, that
I
was the
love how they
go-to
went
cheater
from
weapon.
spear. They went from the spear to the halberd. And the
They're
cheaters.
they're learning, dude. They're learning.
Hell
Damn.
no.
Bardiche is up next.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, fix an
Don't
issue.
say that out loud.
Fix an issue where players were unable to properly climb above royal coffins. I definitely felt that one.
Yeah.
That was annoying. Fix an issue where certain starting points in the goblin caves, Gobbo caves. Fix an issue with certain starting points in the sewer module of the goblin caves, rather. Okay. What were the issues? Getting stuck on something, getting attacked by mobs right away?
Never had that problem.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
never.
some cursed spawns in there, but as far as I know, they're still there, where the person spawns like 8 feet from you behind a door with 3 or 4 monsters, and you just get to stick them in that one hallway for sure.
You just
Mhm.
lost.
Yeah, I don't know what's sewer though. I've never heard of a sewer module in Goblin Cave.
It's the one in the corner with the shrine and the chest and the 2 archers, 2 death beetles
Oh,
with the water. Yeah, I think.
yeah.
Gotta be it,
Okay,
then.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So this one I don't get. Fix an issue where the burn volume of the Inferno Death Altar module was not the correct size. What?
Yeah, I have no clue what that is.
The altar is the one with the you can go. There's 3 layers to it, and all the boxes everybody breaks for AP, and there's the fire trap on the first floor. I'm guessing that's something to do with that.
Oh, interesting. Fix an issue where equipped items would be incorrectly displayed in the tavern. Okay, the tavern? Who the fuck's
Yeah,
hanging out in
wait,
the
the
tavern?
tavern?
Who the fuck's hanging out in the tavern? I want to know.
Volunteers.
Devs only. That proves that we're not devs because we have not been hanging out in the tavern.
Nope.
Fix an
What's
issue
up?
where previously selected quests would sometimes remain selected. Okay.
I mean the main menu. That makes sense.
Yeah. Magical shields no longer stack with each other and are overwritten by new ones. Ooh, we'll get to that in a little bit. Armor ratings curve table has been updated at the very upper range. So what was the update? Did PDR go down, up? Is it a little stronger? Is it better at the top?
I haven't tested it, but I think it's slightly lowered. But don't quote me on that one.
Interesting. Okay. Magical powers curve table has been updated, so more will is required for magical damage. All right. Okay, I can dig
That was
it.
a massive nerf.
I haven't felt it.
I don't know.
But
I don't know what they meant by that, but they made it where you get 2 points or you get 2% per magic power or will, even up to 25. So my sets have like 20-30% less magic power now.
You must be
It's a
feeling
fat
that
nerf.
big time then. Yeah.
Yeah, fat nerf.
sad.
Damn. Rogue's Dagger Mastery physical power bonus has been changed from 20% to 15%. I guess that's because of the dagger changes. Rogue's Cutthroat cooldown changed from 14 to 18 seconds. The duration changed from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. All right, I guess that was getting used a little bit too much. Rogue's Shadowrunner movement speed bonus changed from 15% to 10%. Interesting. Really? Was Shadowrunner so good they had to...
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody used it.
Okay. I'm not a rogue player, so I don't know. Ranger's quickfire cooldown changed from 24 seconds to 8 15 seconds.
Nice.
Okay. Ranger's quick shot cooldown changed from 28 seconds to 22. Multi-shot cooldown changed from 28 to 22. Forceful
Nice.
shot. Do people use forceful shot? The cooldown has changed from 24 seconds to 18 seconds. And penetrating shot changed from 24 to 18.
Nice.
Okay. I mean,
So how do you feel about Ranger changes, Simon? You know, just on paper, you think Ranger was in a good or a bad spot before?
well, it's the same kid over and over again. I thought Ranger was, believe it or not, at a pretty decent spot before this patch. I've watched a couple of streams for a few minutes before I went to bed or something when I was in Florida, so I didn't really see much. What I did see were Rangers fucking people up with headshots with a longbow. That's one thing I noticed. But it's okay if skills that are not used very often are getting buffs. I think that's okay. Cleric's Earthquake spell count increased from 1 to 2, and Locust Swarm increased from 1 to 2. Are people using Locust Swarm at all? That's probably great for
Nope.
Earthquake.
Oh,
People are probably
I
using
ran
Earthquake
into
now,
a
right?
team earlier. Those 3 clerics, and they were just trying to Earthquake Locust Swarm you, and like they caught us. They caught us good. They hit us an Earthquake and double Locust Swarm, and we just laughed at them because it's fucking Locust Swarm. And it didn't do shit.
God.
It
Oh,
didn't
no.
do shit. But
Well,
good
that's
on
why
them
you
for
get 2 of them.
going for it.
That's why you
They
get
went
2
for
of
it.
them now, dude. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
One day, dude. One day.
All right. Wizard's lightning strike damage reduced from 35 to 30. Okay, good. Wizard's lightning strike area range reduced from 100 to 75. That's pretty significant. 25%.
How are you feeling
less?
about that one, Jay?
That one's hella noticeable.
I bet.
I think it's a good change. I think it's actually a very good change.
Lightning
yeah,
strike
probably
fucking
need it. Lightning
hurts.
strike is pretty easy to land, so
Hmm
Yeah.
Like it's a spell that gets through block and slows people.
Yeah.
I feel like it had to be a little smaller. I think
Uh,
overall it's probably healthy for the game, but yeah,
yeah.
sucks for Wiz.
Magic missiles can no longer pierce shields, and damage has been reduced from 12 to 9. Damn.
That's what Magic Missile needed. Like before they even
Yeah.
touched damage and stuff on Magic Missile, they should have just like tested just having it always be blocked by shields. Because the biggest complaint on Magic Missile was, I'm a big fighter player. I can't if I just like get a wizard in melee range, I can't kill them because they could just point blank Magic Missile me. But 9 times out of 10, the fighters have shields. So like if you just like let them block and let them have the counterplay, you probably didn't even have to nerf the damage. That being said, it was probably OP with with the damage.
Sure.
So I'm not even mad about it.
You could always just parry riposte and kill the wizard in melee range as he missiles into
Yeah,
your
okay.
sword.
All
Dude,
right, fucking gig.
Augie was crushing wizards doing that shit over and over and over again. It was amazing. Of course, it was Augie. Bard's music performance has been updated to end as soon as the last note is played. Good. That's great. I love that change.
Who plays Bard?
I
Who
think
plays
that's
that?
still like
I play
a
Bard
thing,
now.
right?
Yeah, it's still broken.
Yeah, it's still broke.
Oh, they didn't actually change it?
No, it's
Well,
actually
they
more
said they
broken than ever,
didn't.
I feel like.
Really?
A lot of times when I play the final
that
note, the whole
sucks.
song doesn't play at all and it doesn't say anything. You're just standing there. And as you
Do
guys know, the
animation
TTK, yeah, you're talking about
You
like
do?
ending a note.
Okay. Well, when you push
Prismatic
F on it.
performance? No.
Oh, you don't push F? Oh.
Why would I push F?
If you play like 2 drum songs, it's just faster to the next song. When you play it, you push F to cancel it because it has like a lingering animation.
Huh.
It's just
No,
faster.
Oh,
never
this
heard of that.
sweaty bin maxer. All right.
Damn.
Yeah,
but
that's
no,
pretty
the
hardcore.
songs just don't play right now. It's like class breaking. Because like you play Shriek of Weakness and then nothing comes out, and now you have to
Yeah.
replay it, and nothing might come out again. So you're just standing there for 2 seconds doing nothing.
Oh, that sucks.
It's like every song.
Music duration has been readjusted to play the base duration relative to a persuasion rating of 15 instead of 20. That's a little buff, right?
It's a nerf.
Is it a nerf?
Less uptime. Yeah.
Oh, less uptime. I see. Okay. Yeah, good call. Damn, Bards. Fucking A. They're getting tousled right now.
Shit's still hella good.
What about Accelerando and Allegro? Base duration time has been adjusted to what?
I haven't noticed a change.
It's crazy to like every patch just Bard nerf after Bard nerf after Bard nerf. Just to think where we were
Oh my
3
God.
months ago
No
with
kidding.
Bards, how crazy that class was.
They've been
I
nerfed 50
switched to
times
it.
and they're still metacom or
Yeah.
meta class.
Arcane
ridiculous.
Maestro, he was running the dungeons for a while. I mean, Bard was great for a while, but
It's still super
Really?
good, which is crazy to me. I don't even know why.
Hmm.
They're being gutted so hard.
Yep.
This is interesting. Damage for all daggers has been increased. Probably a good thing, but here's my question. Are they dumpstering people? Is Landmine Rogue back with daggers? A Castilian dagger Rogue, for instance.
Kinda.
Mhm.
I feel like they scale really hard. So like if you're geared rogue, like you're not just like naked rogue with dagger one shiny people, which is good. But like if you have a good dagger and you're geared, the Castilian like attack 3 or like the Chris attack 3, you're dying in one attack rotation on with daggers, and
Damn.
it's like it's crazy.
What about Stiletto?
So I haven't seen too much Stiletto gameplay yet, but I know the Castilian like Retzi when he's geared, his attack 3 is hitting for like 175.
Oh yeah.
And
What?
yeah, I'm like 175. It's crazy.
Yep.
Oh my
So, you know.
god. That's
Have fun with that.
insane. Okay.
You remember the old Castellon era? Not many people use it though. I think it was during the 3-all. Castellons were hitting like 200 or some shit
Mhm.
back then.
Or like
Insane.
the one patch where they fucked up Chris, like there's like a bug or something, and you're hitting for 200 with the attack 3. It's
Oh, I didn't
ridiculous.
know that.
Wow.
It's miserable.
The options for all copper, cobalt, and ruby silver items have been adjusted, and the detrimental options have now been removed. What are detrimental options? Like negative action speed and stuff?
Yeah, the
Okay.
negative.
That's
Mhm.
great. I'm glad they removed that
Mhm.
shit. That
So
was
Ruby
silly.
Silver is pretty good because it has
Ruby
1%
Silver
PDR.
is best.
Yeah, 1%
Really?
PDR and no movement speed penalty anymore. It's actually really good.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So you're just
Which
hitting out
makes
like a flat
sense. The
6.
movement speed penalty was such a joke. I think.
Yeah.
Bad.
Mhm.
That makes
Dude,
you
I-
like go mining. Holy shit.
I had a full
Mhm.
Ruby Silver set before the changes, and I was like at 205 movement speed on my cleric, just full
Oh
rubed up.
no.
It was great.
Terrible.
Felt good.
Wow. Crossbow damage has been reduced. Not a bad change. But you know what is
I
a bad
can't.
change?
I didn't notice it.
Do we
I
have a
haven't noticed it
Donnie
either.
here? Donnie?
Oh
Yep.
no, my frames. Fuck.
I think I've learned my napping before the podcast lesson. The
Poor
second we come on.
Donicus. There he is.
They woke me up too. Don't feel
Yes.
bad.
There he is. We're just going over patch notes, Donnie.
Sorry about
Welcome
that,
aboard,
gents.
sir. We figured
Morning.
we're soon.
Hello.
All good.
Hello.
Merry Christmas, buddy. Hope it was fun.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
I
Christmas.
was sleeping well. You ever have one of those things? I felt like I woke up and I was late for school. You know.
You
Trying to
look
run
like you
for the
just got out of
bus.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, where's your lunchbox, dude?
Merry
Anyway,
Christmas,
gents.
Donicus. We're going over the patch notes. Let's get back to it.
Merry Crimbo. Oh yeah,
Merry
get to it,
Crimbo,
guys.
brother. All right. Longbow damage has been increased. Why?
Dude, that's what we needed. Come on. There's 3
I don't
bows,
know.
and longbow
Fuck
is just the
that.
weakest of the 3. We have to buff the longbow.
No.
Come on.
No. Nope. I hate it.
Yeah,
I am
it's
very
ridiculous.
anti that change. Longsword damage has been slightly increased. Good. I like
Yep.
that. I like that change. Viking sword damage has been increased. What are we talking here? What's like a blue Viking
I
sword
don't
hitting
know.
for?
Probably a couple
Yeah.
points.
The legendary one has like 38 or something. So
It's not
Uh.
bad. Okay. Is the meta for Barb right now Zweihander Viking sword?
Yep.
I don't
I
know.
don't think it's I mean, maybe it's
pretty-
meta in the
pretty
sense that it's
meta.
popular,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's meta in the sense that it's like optimal. I don't think that's like the best choice, but it's definitely the funnest thing you could be doing on Barbarian. It's so fun swinging that thing around.
Nice. Okay. Zweihander for up close and personal, Viking sword for chasing.
Mhm.
Got it. Cool. Crystal Ball's movement speed penalty has been reduced from 25 to 15. Probably a good change.
Needed.
Have you messed
Yeah.
with it, Jay? The ball
I
at all?
tried Ignite out a little bit.
Is it
It was
ours?
still
All right.
just dog shit.
I'm trying to
No,
throw
it's
together a
bad?
set.
Just
Please
terrible.
don't crush my dreams like that.
What about with fire
Uh,
perks, though?
What?
What about with fire-related perks on? Still bad?
Doesn't matter.
Hey, bro,
Damn.
melt. Let's go, dude.
Yeah. If anything, I would say Crystal Ball is good for Slayer Fighter. Maybe. Because you can get, I think you can get 4 weapon damage on it. You can get a +2 roll, and then it has the 2 innate.
Interesting.
Doesn't a unique have +3?
Yeah.
So
I think
you could get
Legendary
5?
does too.
Does it?
Could
Okay.
get 5. Yeah.
Shit
Nice.
for warlocks too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
I think it's actually a lot better for Warlock because like Faustia plus Crystal Ball is actually deadly,
yeah.
and the movement speed was too much before. Now it might actually be viable type thing.
Here's a change I absolutely love. Longsword movement speed penalty has been reduced from 40 to 30. Is it
Yeah, that's what I
noticeable?
need. Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, makes me want to go back to longsword fighter or warlock. Are melee locks a thing anymore, or did people abandon that?
People caught on. You still see it, but like everyone kind of recognizes now. If they put balk and they haven't casted any spells, you know they're going to phantomize, and then you just take your chest armor off, you run. You know they have 0 ranged at all, and you can just pummel them.
Well,
But it's still there.
but immediately like I thought maybe like they're taking blow of corruption instead of phantomize, but they're still casting spells. I think like the best version of warlock is the spell casting lock with blow of corruption that's like using the staff. That always catches me off guard. They'll be
Yeah.
just casting spells with their staff, and then you get a little too close, and they hit you with a little boink, and you're out of there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very strong.
Well, I love that it's 30 move speed now. I think that's great. Short sword though went from 10 to 13 move speed. I mean, that's probably fine. That's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It
Honestly.
needed it,
it's
dude.
the
That
other
thing
change that really
was
impacted
broken.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's got to
Say
be
what?
more than a dagger. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. This is an interesting change and a hefty nerf. Short sword was pretty strong, but the movement speed penalty when attacking with a short sword changed from 10 to 25%.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Needed.
short sword was
Needed.
Short sword
Needed
felt
for
like
sure.
when you attacked with it, it felt like it made you faster because you like
Mhm.
it had like a lunging effect. I felt like when I
Yeah,
was
a
swinging with
little
that thing, I was actually gaining distance on people, which felt broken. And
Yeah.
I'm glad they toned that down.
Yeah, that's probably good. Morningstar's animation has been slightly adjusted.
I haven't noticed it.
Yeah, I haven't noticed.
I haven't either.
They always do
Interesting.
like these animation adjustment like patch notes, and I go test them, and every time I'm like, I don't see what you guys did. I'm sure you did something. I have no idea. They did it with like Viking sword and a couple other weapons I can't even remember, but it just always
Yeah.
feels the same.
I don't know if they maybe changed the angle very slightly on the diagonal attack to where it's more like a 45 degree, whereas before it might have been a little closer to like a 60. But yeah, like very
Negligible.
unnoticeable overall.
Who was
Yeah.
complaining about that? Probably Jay or something.
I
Probably
don't
Jay.
know.
You're the cleric
Blame
main now,
Azadin.
Ken. You're the cleric main now.
Yeah,
Ah,
true.
True. I use the
What-
Warhammer. Okay.
What about Chris Dagger? It's been changed again. I love how they wrote out the word again. That is hilarious.
That's gotta be like an upcoming meme for Iron Man. Every patch, new Chris animation. No way.
Yeah.
Touch the thing like 10 times.
It feels the same to me.
This is pretty sick.
I think it's brand new. It feels meta now. It's the second swing is like a short sword. It's almost always a headshot, and so you can kind of drift left and right, and then come in for the double twist, and the 4 combo will kill almost anybody in the game unless it's
The
PDR.
double twist is like the coolest attack in the game.
Yeah.
I wish they had more like silly attacks like that were good.
I wish
It's so fun to do.
Warlocks could use Chris Daggers. It's
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've been saying that for a while too.
That'd be
It
cool.
fits to it. They belong.
Yeah,
It belongs with them.
Absolutely. Golden Viking Sword and Golden Felling Axe has been added. I'm assuming that's craftable.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
super cool. It's
Mhm.
crazy that we got that before Golden Crystal Sword, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It also doesn't have any like cool
Dude,
effect, right? It's
they
just-
fucking
it's just
hate
gold.
wizards.
Yeah, what's the effect
me a
on the
golden
golden
book.
weapons? What's
Nothing. It's just gold.
No, people, it's like a +5 fear factor. When I'm running at them with the felling axe or I swap to the Viking sword, I run both right now, my barb. Everyone flees. Like they know you're kidded.
That's probably what I would want to run is Feller and Viking. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fun. This is really cool. Herbs have been added. They can be collected in the dungeons and used as material for crafting pots. Magic protection potion has been added. Fucking
Yep.
finally.
Has anybody used them yet?
Nope.
I haven't.
Nope.
I haven't even found that herb yet.
No.
Where do you find them
Runes
at?
is free. You get like 2 herbs in the middle on runes.
Well,
Yeah.
you need the
It's
life,
always the
life
potion
weed.
ones. Yeah, life
Yeah, the
weed.
potion ones you get in Goblin Caves.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get them on all the maps. I don't know where the fuck you get them though.
I only know that
Interesting.
one spot that they mentioned in ruins, and I've crafted 1 potion with it, and that's it.
There you go.
I don't know if I like the. I think I've been like on the fence about magic damage potions for a while. I think you probably need them
Mm-hmm.
because there's so much good magic damage, but I feel like it's bad to have more consumables that feel like you need to bring them into raid to compete at a higher level because like you already like have to bring health pots, had to bring campfires, had to bring bandages, had to bring protection pots, had to bring luck pots, and now like to keep up with like the sweats, you like now also are going to have to bring protection magic pots, and then like when does it end? Then they're gonna add some other potion that you need to bring, and then every raid you load in, if you want to like keep up and compete, you're gonna bring 20 consumables of all different varieties, and I don't know.
I'm waiting for the gathering pots, dude.
Yeah. The gathering pots. We're waiting for the strength elixirs,
More gold chances.
Yeah.
Well,
You think
actually,
the game is better or worse with all the consumables?
I like that there is a large variety of them. I think they have to do something about controlling the amount of consumables that you could bring into raid at the beginning. I think maybe they should make it so you could only bring into raid whatever you can fit on your toolbar, and you can't bring in any surplus in your inventory. But maybe extend your toolbar. I'm not sure. But of course you can pick up stuff in the dungeon or pick up stuff off of bodies and put them in your inventory. But like when you're queuing up, you can only queue up with X amount of
I hope you're ready for Bard Cleric meta again.
Yeah.
If they ever
Right.
did
For
something
sure.
like that.
Agreed.
Well, you fit like 6 of each pot in a campfire.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, my favorite is when somebody brings like 12 potions and 12 bandages and they lose their first fight, and you're like, all right, they just spent
Yoink.
200 gold for nothing.
Free pharmacy.
Yeah, no chance.
Right.
I kind of wish that there were elixirs though, like a 1 hour thing that would persist through death that included herbology and maybe ore. Like I could see that being a thing.
Here's a very interesting addition. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about it. The Warhammer has been added.
It's my
It's
favorite
so
weapon.
good.
Yeah,
it's
it's my
good?
favorite weapon.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
so
Hella
happy
good.
it's good.
Even on Slayer.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
pretty
So
fun to
who's
use,
using it?
too.
Is it sword, shield, fighter, or hammer, fighter,
Cleric.
hammer and shield fighter? It's
Both,
just cleric.
both.
Okay.
All the
Cleric
above.
fighter,
No,
yeah.
it's
Slayer
I
fighters,
don't know,
sword
actually,
shield fighters.
All the
clerics.
fighters still use falchion, but I see a lot of clerics use it.
Interesting.
Has 20% armor pen on it.
Yeah.
Oh
On
shit.
a one-hander.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
That's
the fastest
awesome.
attacking mace, so it's great for smite.
It's fast, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really
Yep.
good for smite.
So same
Damn.
movement speed, but the attack speed is substantially faster. It's amazing.
So
Feels so good to use.
How does
too.
it feel when you stack
Base
a bunch
damage
of
on
decks
it is
on
lower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It
I thought it was
feels decent with dex, but yeah, so the base damage is a little bit lower than the other cleric weapons, and it has a 4-sequence attack pattern, but the range kind of sucks. So I think it's really good for up close and personal PvP. But I've had issues like if your cleric is slow, if you've built pretty tanky, you've got to be really careful in HR. If you get too close, like you can get wrecked very, very quickly. If
Yeah,
you're
and
not
the sour spot's
a
pretty big
complete
too.
nut.
So
It is, yeah.
yeah.
I can't wait to try it. It looks
Mhm.
cool.
looks like a hammer from Home Depot.
It's a war pick.
Yeah.
That's
The
sick.
fourth
Home
attack,
Depot.
when you turn it around and hit them with the pick, that one feels good.
Yeah, attack
You're
4.
sure they're gonna die on that one.
It looks so cool too.
That's awesome. This is cool too. Several new magic res armor items have been added, including the ornate Jezerant. I don't know how to say that. Jezerant. The runestone gloves, the dashing boots, and the dark leather leggings. How much magic res are we talking here? Like 10, 15 a pop on each item, or what?
Like 10 to 12 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing barbs get to what, like 50% magic res now?
I mean, you
Well-
spawn in at 40.
Like 32 or 33, right?
Yeah, okay.
Nobody's using them because they don't have any base stats on the gear.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're
Yeah.
trading
I-
magic resist for base stat.
I think they'll
The
probably
or-
add some base stats at some point, like vigor or something.
Yeah, this is
The
probably just
ornate
the
is
first
literally
iteration.
the old Gambison with like armor, MR, and minus 15 or something on it.
Oh, interesting.
Small segue, dude. Why don't we have like the visual for the old campus, like the OG Gambison art? Remember how cool that thing
gotta
looked?
be. It's
Has
gotta
to be
be
an
like,
Exxon, right? It has to be an Exxon, right?
or it's just straight up from the store, and they wanted to like,
Dude, it
own
looked good. It
something.
looked so good.
You can always just play him next son. It's safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
God
safe.
damn it, Exxon.
And they changed the torches right in that one patch just for next time. So I mean, God knows. what they
Fucking
changed.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, here's some more changes. We'll get through these quick. Elite, Nightmare, Direwolf behavior patterns have been added. Oh God, they're already fucking
I
kind
haven't
of
noticed
crazy.
a
I haven't
difference.
noticed either.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Spawn rate of gold ore has been lowered in Ruins Normal. Probably not a terrible thing. High Roller
More
Cave
weird.
Troll. What?
Who's farming gold in normals?
RM
You get
tiers.
like 3x the
Mhm.
gold in High Roller. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
The RM tiers that are using Spectate to gain an unfair advantage. because you can still do that in normals.
Ah, I
Yeah,
see.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Of course. High Roller, Cave Troll, and Cyclops now have the chance to drop unique loot. Holy shit! A treasure hoard has been added to the treasure room. That's amazing. So, are you guys seeing a lot of people going duo and trios into the Goblin Caves and farming bosses now? I'm sure that's got to be happening.
We were.
Yeah, it was a
That's
thing.
Wait, what do you
been
mean?
Reverted.
That got reverted
Hotfix
right away.
26.
Oh, they ditched
Yeah.
the uniques and treasure hoard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Troll was dropping Viola and Aegis and stuff, so they just immediately reverted it.
Oh, I can't believe I fucking.
There's
missed
still a
that.
treasure
Apparently-
hoard though.
Yeah. Apparently, you can pull named items from treasure hoards, right?
Mm.
Or is that
Yeah.
just a lie?
They
Yeah.
reverted the dropping from the troll, so I
Yeah.
think you could still pull them from the horde. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet,
I-
obviously, but
I do like that the horde. I think you only hit it 5 times on
Mhm.
Goblin Caves, right?
Yeah.
yeah, it's perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay. That's cool. High Roller, Skull Room, Golden Key Room, Rusty Key Room, and Mystical Gem Room now have a chance to spawn unique loot. All these rooms now have a treasure hoard. Sick.
Yep.
Mhm.
Countdown timer and player count display has been modified to make it harder for pre-teamers to exploit. All right. You can no
Good
longer
change.
Good change, yeah. You can no
Yep.
longer spectate players from other teams in High Roller matches. How do you guys feel about that? I'm sure some of you are a little torn on that.
I mean,
That's
I
a little
understand why.
lame.
I love spectate. Like when a team kills me, I love to just watch them either succeed or die, whatever I want. But I understand why they got rid of it, because people were
Yeah.
abusing it
Right.
and getting basically had wall hacks to a certain degree.
Of
But
course. Yeah.
I wish it was a better solution, because I do miss being able to spectate.
They just
I
need to
do-
add a delay,
Yeah.
then they can put
Or
it back in.
I wish that I could go
Yeah.
like if my replay is saved or something like a Valorant or a Counter-Strike, where I can go back and
Sure.
watch a replay afterwards, because sometimes you die to somebody and you're like, that was a little weird. That was a little weird. I'm not sure if they got cheating or not, but so I want to spectate them to like confirm my theory, and now I can't do that. Now if something goofy happens, I just don't know anymore if the guy was legit or doing something fishy. And if I had a replay that I can go back and watch,
That's actually a
I
really
would
good
like that.
point. Reporting is going to be a little wonky now.
Yeah.
now it's
I
all
think-
just speculative. Like,
I think the report is
Yeah.
you can only there's like a damage report now, like damage you took. I think that's the only way you can report people. It's a little scuff.
Whoa. Yeah, they got to fix that. Let's see here. A pre-teaming reporting function has been added. All right. Server regions are now restricted. Okay, this I want to hear about. Server regions are now restricted based on your latency to the servers. We will continue to adjust this feature based on feedback and our data. Is it working?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I go West Coast, and I'm still getting some sussy names and sussy behavior. So I don't know.
Sussy names. Okay.
The
Well,
ZYH1273 type names, you know.
got it.
There's gotta
Every
be some
lobby.
guys just trolling, right?
Yeah, that's my alt.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be.
It's got to
I
be.
think my
some
ranger
trolls.
at one point was named Chinese malware, so it might be part of the problem.
Oh, that's great. Let's see. New matchmaking system that allows solos, duos, and trios play across all the different maps in the game. The maps will rotate based on a timer. That's an interesting way to approach it. Rotating based on a timer. Why not just let people just choose any map at any time? Solos, duos, or trios.
That's a lot of queues though.
Yeah, it's too many queues.
Yeah, that's 9 queues. Plus normals, that'd be 18 queues.
Yeah.
In a perfect world where we have
Yeah,
the
that's
playbase
true.
to support that, I think
Mhm.
that would be like ideal. I think it's what people would want.
No,
I
that's
just
a,
think
that's a
with
good
this-
point. Yeah.
The publishing we have now, I'm just not sure if that's sustainable. As much as I would want that.
Post Steam re-release era, they'll drop the
Yeah.
timer. Mark my
Yeah.
words.
Q2.
Quest chapter system has been added. Additional chapters with new quests will be available in the future. What is a quest chapter system?
So have you
I
done
don't know,
questing, right?
I
No,
haven't.
so every merchant has a quest, and each quest in the line is a chapter.
Oh, they're
So-
calling those chapters.
Yeah,
I
there's
see.
simply the chapter 1, 2, 10, you know.
Oh, I see. Okay. And
I do like that
Oh.
they're always like every patch. It feels like they're doing something with quests, or just adding a
Mhm.
couple or adjusting things. It feels like they're really putting a lot of time and energy into the questing system. And I like that a lot.
Same.
Yeah,
I also
I
feel like
like
it's
that
way
too.
easier to do quests now that the maps rotate. Because like especially if you're with a duo and a trio, you're hitting every map in an hour and 30. You did 6 maps, 2 of each, and you just accidentally get stuff done. You don't really have to aim for it anymore.
Yeah, I remember before I'm never doing the Goblin Quest because I hate the caves.
Right.
And now they're forcing me in there. So you know,
Speaking of Goblin Caves, I pretty much just play solo. Solo Runes has been fun. How buck wild is Trio Goblin Caves?
it's actually fun.
It's really good.
It is very
surprisingly.
fun.
It's actually
not
fun.
that wild because it's only 3 teams, so you kind of always know how many people are left.
Yeah, it's almost always a
Okay.
fair fight. It's because you
Yeah.
never really any third party. It's like, oh yeah, I found team 1, and then you almost never get third party by team 2.
Mhm.
Almost.
Damn, that sounds awesome. Okay.
Yeah, compared to solos where there's 9 and there's just people just screaming and VoIP and all 3 layers.
Also, dude, there is a lot of fucking ore in the caves, dude. I've been mining up a
Mhm.
storm.
Hmm.
Holy.
Do they up the PvP at
Or
all
shove.
for trios, or is it all just the same, just 3 people in there?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
what?
did they beef up the PvE? Sorry, so that's the PvP.
Oh, no,
it's
it's
the
all the
same.
same.
And it's still plenty hard enough. So
What about portals? Is there enough portals for teams to get out?
nope.
Oh, it's
No.
a shit show.
And there's
It
no
is a war
resurrection
zone.
shrines, so it is a war zone.
shit. That's
Yeah.
fucking
It's like,
crazy.
sorry, so
You
people
You
have to
have
go
to
on
kill at
without
least
you.
one team. Yeah.
Cleric is mandatory.
You have,
know?
you have to like
Red
lobby
Shrine.
wipe, pretty much, to
Damn.
secure your way out.
That's kind of cool though.
It is kind of cool. Also, now you finally have people scouting for you for troll, so it actually feels good to troll. Like, yeah,
Yep.
because in
Right.
solos you're always getting ganked. Like 60% of the time,
That's
someone's
how we
gonna
were
gank
doing.
you.
SoBad would just solo it, and we're just like waiting for him to be done, so we can go hit the pile, get some loot.
We've been doing like 2 rangers or like 2 range classes on either door, just like teeter-tottering the troll back and forth from each
Mm.
door, and you kill them super
Oh,
fast like that.
That's
Oh.
cool. That's smart.
Have any of you guys hit the bug if you pull him too close to the door, where he's just basically invincible, where he gets stuck in the scream? He'll just scream over and over again. So we had this happen today. We had 2 rangers and me. One of the rangers stepped outside the door and was shooting him in the back. Other ranger was inside with me, shooting him in the head from the front. And he just got stuck in a scream pattern for about 4 minutes straight. They stuck about, I don't know, 90-ish arrows in his head. And then I
Jesus.
walked up and bonked him a few times, and he never went down.
Maybe
And
he
we
was
just had to
trapped in a
leave
reset.
eventually. We ran out of time. Well, we ended up just killing ourselves actually, and just
Well, you can't damage him from outside. Like he won't take any damage if you're safe.
okay.
So if the archers are shooting from the outside, yeah, he won't take damage.
Interesting.
But the damage from the inside should still have counted. In
Yeah,
theory?
if you're inside and you hit him, yeah, that will do damage. But
Is that
if
how
you're
it works?
I don't know, man.
if you're outside of the room, you shoot the troll, he will not take damage from it.
But that's
Oh.
only if someone's not aggroed. Like if he's actually aggroed on somebody, you can have people outside the door shooting him and it will go down.
I mean, you can shoot him, he won't take damage.
I think as long as
Wow.
he's on somebody inside.
Yeah, I think as he's on somebody, his health is decreasing.
I don't.
I don't know.
I think Ken's theory is valid based on what I saw today. Like there were so many arrows in the troll. He should have died 3 times. He was insane.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain.
Mm.
Because like remember when people were doing the pavish cheesing, and it's like killing him from outside.
Yes.
That's when they changed it because people were abusing it.
This is a cool change. Quest items can now be delivered one by one instead of all at once.
I think we should
Thank
clap for that
God.
one. Like that is a really good change. Like thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's awesome. Added
15 campfires with 1 stash. Get out of here.
that's a nice little update there. Added a class filter to the trading post. Good. Okay, that's good.
Get rid of the trading post.
Soon.
Just get
I'm
rid
with
of it,
you.
dude.
Self-found. Give me that mode. That's what I want. Goblin Merchant now sells items that require gingerbread cookies. Oh shit! So it's not just a quest item anymore. Now it's a currency as well.
Yep.
Okay.
And it drops uniques.
Oh shit! Okay, these special items requiring gingerbread cookies have a chance of giving a unique great item, and at the worst, will give a rare great item. What the fuck?
Yeah,
You get
they're
named items from
expensive.
Damn.
Wait.
Yeah.
What do you think
What
the
are
price on
gingerbread
ginger? Yeah.
selling for?
What are the prices? Yeah. What do you think? So.
25 to 40.
Oh yeah. Add a 0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least one.
Per
250 per
mhm.
gingerbread.
Yeah.
That's kind of a good deal. You can buy a named item for like 1,000 gold, dude. That's
Yeah,
not
if you like
Light.
gambling.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay,
Yes, I do.
interesting.
Trying to turn my
I thought
bread
you
into
meant
some
like
real
the
bread, dude.
cost of like acquiring something out of the merchant.
I thought you meant like the. Yeah, like the price of gingerbread
Oh.
went through
It's
the
like
roof.
10.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like 10
okay.
on the high
Yeah.
end, I think,
Yeah.
to buy an
It's
item.
like 35
okay,
gingerbread for a
okay.
golden key.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Our first holiday sale is here among us. A 30% discount for the standard and hold the line editions until Jan 4, 2024. Cool.
It's
Mhm.
cool.
It's great. And
I never thought that they would do a sale so early, to be honest.
Neither did I.
it's a holiday sale. That's totally normal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ending right away after the new year. It's going to go right back
True.
to normal.
Yeah,
That's pretty common. Dev comments, happy holidays to all adventurers. It took longer than expected, but we have now updated to an experimental matchmaking system so solos, duos, and trios can now play across all the maps offered in the game. The current implementation uses a timed rotation so that each party type will have access to a different locale. We have plans to improve this system in the future, and we are working on a rework of a larger goblin caves for the next update. Oh shit. That's cool.
Yep.
Woo.
We have also been hard at
Larger
work.
cave sounds hella sick.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's awesome. I like that. And
Yeah.
let's be real here. They're probably going to have a down portal, right? Right?
I
Maybe.
think, well, that might be what they mean by larger. They might not be even mess with the regular map.
True.
That's a good point. Okay. We have also been hard at work on adding more protection against cheaters and abusers. Nice, including teamers. We have added several anti-teaming measures with this update. Base Camp will no longer display the timer and player count to make it more difficult for pre-teamers to coordinate their sessions. We have modified the spectator mode for high roller dungeons, so teamers can't use the feature to disclose the location of legitimate players. The reporting system has been updated, so you can now report players you suspect of teaming. We've also implemented ping locks to several regions to make it harder for teamers to congregate on low population servers. We will continue to monitor and adjust these systems as we strive to ensure a clean environment. Finally, we would like to announce our first holiday. Yep, we're on 30%. Okay. So let your friends and family know if they want to get into the dungeons for the holidays. Beautiful. There was another hotfix, number 26, just 3 days ago. Let's run through this really quick. Fix an issue where adrenaline spike did not work properly under certain conditions. Interesting. Okay. Fix an issue where the true shot and quick fire skills would start the skill cooldown immediately when the skill was activated instead of after it was used, allowing for much quicker than expected recharge. Yeah, that's not good. Fix an issue where explosion did not apply healing reduction when using fire mastery. RIP.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Fix an issue where the damage of piercing shrill and den of darkness was applied abnormally by grade. Too much, too little? Does anyone know? Who knows?
Ain't nobody
yeah.
using those two songs.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, people, yeah, I mean, Piercing Shrill's not that bad.
Piercing shrill, I've gotten some pretty awesome kills with piercing shrill.
But Din is laughable.
Din's bad. Well, I mean, do you remember the old Dark Bard back in the day?
Yeah, no, we don't want to go back there. Dude.
Darth
That was,
Bard. Yeah.
in my opinion,
They could
that
make it
era,
usable.
that era was the worst Darker I ever played personally. That whole
Really?
Din of
was-
Darkness, because
it
it
was
was Din of
terrible.
Darkness, no movement speed cap, fucking 450 movement speed rogues,
that's
landmine rogues, one-shotting rangers. It was just everything. There was just so much toxic gameplay in that era.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
hard to
There
be
was no
alive,
movement
though.
speed cap.
It's crazy. Good
Hmm.
times.
Fix an issue where vigor was not granted through the power of sacrifice when using curse mastery. Okay. Fix an issue where shields could block at unintended timings.
So, all right, so you're not aware of this.
Mm-mm.
So basically, wherever the shield was, like in space on your character, it would block. If it was on your back, it would block arrows and Francesca's. If you were just holding it on your side and somebody hit it, even if you weren't blocking, it would block, and it was great.
That's amazing.
It was
I love that.
great.
It was.
I loved it. I think a lot of people liked it too.
Yeah, I had this badass time where there was a ranger and a warlock behind me, and I was just getting pelted. I just turned around and crouched. Big ass Pavis on my back.
Oh,
like, heal me,
shit.
please.
That's actually awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I love that.
Well, a lot of games that have shields usually have some kind of mechanic like that, where like
Right.
the shield will still block shit if it's on your back.
Dude, even in
Yeah.
PUBG, if you had the fucking pan.
The pan, dink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the meta.
yeah.
Yep.
And meta.
That's true. Fix an issue where various damage could behave incorrectly when fighting inside a dark swarm. Okay. Fix an issue that could cause the game to crash when ending an adventure in a dungeon. Fix an issue where AP would not be deducted at the end of a game. Good. Fix an issue where input was sometimes not possible when reporting and the game results pop up. Fix an issue where required crafting materials were not displayed properly for several crafted items. Ooh. The ping lock system has been updated to work more accurately. The system will continue to be updated. Okay. Ranger's ranged weapon mastery perk damage has been reduced from 10% down to 5 for all ranged weapons. Ouch. Good. Shield slam skill has been updated to activate the shield defense function during the slam. Oh, you can actually block while slamming with your shield. That's amazing.
I was slammed for the first time today, dude. Some Giga Chad fighter just laid into me, and before I murdered him in cold blood, I'm like, good for you, sir. Because that was awesome. But
At least
I
he
had to put him down. But
had
it
to
was
put her
awesome.
down. Hey, at least he tried using the fucking skill. That's cool. I love this. Recoverable health is no longer lost when standing up from resting. Good.
Thank
That's
God.
fucking
Beautiful
great.
change.
Good change.
That's amazing. I love that. High Roller Cave Troll no longer drops unique great items. Womp, 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 womp,
Rip.
womp.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
The number of
I think they
treasure-
should have kept it, but just nuke the drop rate, in my opinion.
So many trolls die though. That's the problem. I think it's just
Yeah,
such
just
a
nuke the rate
maybe.
all day. At least
Maybe-
at least some like solo players can have the chance to get it.
Just give him stinky stick. That's it.
Yeah. And also, if there's 200 key violas being sold, then maybe the game needs a few more named items.
True.
Right. The number of treasures placed in Cave Troll Treasure Room has been slightly reduced, as you guys mentioned.
They nuked that shit.
That
didn't
is
they?
nuked. That's not slightly.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there.
That was a weird change. I don't know why they did it.
Yeah,
Empty.
but I mean the treasure pile though, like it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Right. And then finally, the comments. Hotfix 26 addresses many of the bugs and some balancing issues that arose from the quick implementation of the previous hotfix. We're also aware of issues regarding the current implementation of the experimental all maps rotation system. We know it was a drastic change, and we plan to continue monitoring the system and your feedback to formulate improvements for the future update. We need a little more time to digest the data on the system, and in the meantime, we will continue making some tweaks to our settings to gather additional information. Thank you for understanding as we strive to push the game forward. All right. That was a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That was just in the last fucking week? God damn.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, so
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas indeed. So let's go around the room. Like,
No
how
ice
is
map.
how is this hotfix? How's this patch feeling right now? Overall, what do you guys think? Scott.
Overall, I like it. I'd like to hear why people don't like the map rotation. If there's anybody here today that doesn't like it, I think I know Ken and Josh's opinion already. Jay, no likey. Tell me why.
Oh man, I've never had less fun being a wizard main. Not gonna lie, having to play
come?
runes and caves is terrible on wizard.
Ruins isn't bad as a wizard, yeah.
I think
people like the map. I hate it.
I think solo
Why?
just sucks on a wizard.
I don't like ruins either.
Are you talking about like solo runes and goblin?
I'm
Or
talking about any of it.
Even threes? Even with the team?
Any of it. Threes goblins I actually like, but I don't know. I just don't like playing those maps at all on wizard. I actually despise it.
Because I agree with you, but I'm not sure if the reason is I think playing solo or duo on like ruins or goblin caves sucks because rogues and rangers just like dominate you and just dominate everybody on the less
Yep.
players on a team. If it's solo duos, the better a rogue is, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
that's why I never played caves before, or why I wouldn't play like that much ruins on wizard. It's because no matter how geared you are, how good you are, if you get open on by a rogue, that's over. You're
Yep.
lost.
So
GG.
far, my runes experience has been I'm getting shot by an arrow, or I'm getting shot by a bow. Oh, there goes 70% of my health. Oh, and the rogue just fell on me from 5 miles in the sky.
Yeah, you need a cleric to revive you.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
But my take on the map rotation overall is that I think it's good because before what you had was a lot of solo players that were completely confined to one map that wanted the opportunity to play two others.
Yep.
Now we're in a situation where we've got a lot of people that may just want to play one map and now are quote unquote forced into two others. And you're not really forced. You just have to play at a disadvantage, right? Like if you're a solo and you only want to play Goblin Caves, you can play Goblin Caves every single raid. You just might have to go in at a disadvantage. But at least the players that wanted to play have the opportunity to play the other maps 1v1 or 2v2 Now they have that opportunity to do that. And I think that is a fair trade-off. Mathematically, I think it's a fair trade-off. But overall, I think it's healthier for the game. I think the big question is, what is the appropriate timer? So we had somebody in the pod a few days back say, what if you switch the timer to 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes? And it's just constantly rotating that fast so that you never have to wait more than 10 minutes to get into a raid that you want to get into.
I guess I haven't experienced it yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm open to it because that sounds like that would solve a lot of the problems. But at that point, like you're just basically making it so you can queue for X, Y, and Z whenever you want with like a 5-minute delay on it. So
I think you should be able to queue for whatever you want.
yeah, I think in a perfect world that's what it should be. I just don't know. Yeah, the player base is there. That's a problem.
I get why they did it, but I think changing the whole and maybe this is just an overreaction to it, but changing the entire base of the game to fit the other people in, I think is odd. Personally,
they're just cooking.
Because they're for
just
solos, I'm sure that the rotating is actually very good, but for I just want to play threes crypts. Is that so wrong? I'll dabble in some threes goblin caves, but now I can't. And when I can't, I have to play a different class because my class is dog shit in these maps. That's how I feel.
That's fair.
Well, it's funny because
play other classes.
I play a different class for every map whenever we're different on a different map rotation.
I bet you do. Yeah.
I'm playing Cleric and Crypt. I'm playing Wizard and Runes because I'm a psycho, and I'm playing Rogue in the caves. So it feels pretty fresh. But yeah, just to dive into the patch. I think the big thing is the map rotation. That's the biggest thing. I think that's the most polarizing thing about the most recent patch. And I get why people are mad. And sometimes I'm a little upset. But then there are other times where I'm like, man, I just had a sick ass fight in Ruins 3s and a sick fight in Goblin Caves that I would have never had before if Iron Mason and forced me in here. So, and I try to think maybe it's good. Maybe it is good, but I understand where people come from. Because sometimes I just want to fucking play Crypts. I just want to play 3s Crypts because it's so much better most of the time. But
yeah, I don't think it's a long-term solution. I think it is a little goofy how it is right now. So we'll see. But I don't know. I think in general, I'm one of those people that obviously I play solo most of the time, but I can see how it's being told what to do is kind of fuck you a little bit. I don't want to I want to learn this map. But
I can't believe you don't like 3's Ruins. I'm still stuck on that. I love, dude.
I hate that shit. I cannot stand that fucking map.
I had the craziest fight on Bridge Room. I was 3 people on one side. We're on the other side of bridge. There was 3 people under the bridge, and those guys in middle. And it was just it was a war zone. There was fireballs.
Wizard was good on Ruins.
It's good in 3s.
It might be, but I fucking hate that map.
Okay.
I don't give a shit if it's good or not. I cannot stand being in a 5-mile open field with no cover and 4 bows looking at me. That shit. I'm about to go back to Fortnite, and I haven't played that game in a decade. That's how close I am.
Play some Legos in Fortnite. Yeah.
I'm forcing myself to try the map rotation solo though, just to see if I like it. I don't like it yet.
It was great playing with Jay because Ruins would come up and I was like, ugh. And he was like, ugh. And we're like, oh, you don't like it either? And then we just went 3 rogues. Anytime Ruins came up, we're like, all right, let's just 3 rogue through it for 30 minutes.
Yep.
Disgusting.
What do you think so bad overall?
I mean, I love it. But...
sorry.
Go for it.
This is a Rogue Ranger patch if I've ever seen one.
Oh,
yeah.
The biggest of them all.
The pendulum swings, gentlemen.
That's a Rogue Ranger cleric patch.
It's Iron Mace can never do one thing. So they nerf, will, and they nerf wizard damage, which kind of also the will thing I think hurts warlocks. So you nerf magic, but then you raise up rogues and rangers, and you add magic resist gear and magic resist potions. So it's this rainbow of hurt for the magic users. But it definitely feels like a Rogue Ranger patch.
I feel like that's always been a problem with Iron Mace, in my opinion. I feel like whenever they do a big balance change in one direction, I feel like they hit too many variables at once. Like talking about magic, right? They nerf X, Y, and Z spells. They nerf magic power and will scaling, and then they add magic resist gear and potions, and then it's
how do you know?
Yeah,
how do you know what you're doing is even doing anything.
Exactly.
You're overloading it. Yeah.
But basically, from a scientific perspective, you want to change your variables one at a time to see what's working and what's not working. And if you change 4 variables at once, like then you don't know which one was the problem variable, and it's I don't know if that's good.
I will say I don't think Wizard's like really weak or anything.
No, I don't think so
Despite
either.
Right.
adding like all that anti-magic shit, I feel like I think it'll take like another week for magic pots to like really pop in, right? A lot of people will have them and stuff, but
Yeah,
it still feels fine.
Yeah, historically, Iron Mace, when they make changes, it's like one extreme to another. There's rarely like a middle ground found. It's like, all right, we got to do scaling at 100% or 50%, back to 100%, back to 50%. It's very rare that they tickle the middle spot. I think they're starting to a little bit more now, though, right?
Yeah, we've
But they hit
decided
the
that the
base
number
damage,
75
so-
is
Which
outlawed
is
in Korea.
ridiculous. I think that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Because the problem isn't the base damage. The problem is how much it scales.
Yes.
So now all you did, it's like I'm still one-shotting people. I really am. I'm still one-shotting people if I'm geared. I'm kidding. The fighter's dead. It's still happening. But now all you did was hurt little Timmy, who just wants to level up his wizard. And now he just can't kill a skeleton. He just can't kill him now.
So what do you think? Should we get smaller, more minor hot fixes more
Yes.
frequently? Yeah, right.
A beautiful term called
Little
fine
tweaks.
tuning.
Little tweaks,
say.
exactly. Right.
But we're also
Extreme
almost
tuning.
there. Like this is about as balanced as we've had, like pretty much. And
Minus
so
Ranger. Thoughts?
yeah, but I mean they're not that far either. I think we just take
Yeah.
down some of the damage on longbow, and like we're probably there.
And we were
You
there.
just don't see that many rangers. Well, I think we were there as well. I didn't think they needed a buff, but that's fine. But yeah, I think we're almost balanced, so it's probably gonna get smaller. And I think they wanted to do like a compressed balancing, like go one way fast, then kind of backtrack, then
True.
drop Druid in like a week. That way, like they're pretty much done with most other classes, and now Druid comes out and they're OP and one-shotting everybody with bears. And
Every single conversation I have is so bad. It just like
Druid New Year's Eve? Is that
dude, yeah, dude. For like the past 4 months, it's at the end of every time, it's like, oh yeah, Druid in a week, yeah, Druid.
yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, dude, I
Yeah.
love this patch, but I can't really just wait for a
15
Druid
minutes,
in a
man.
week. Just-
15 minutes.
15 minutes. But for the map rotation, I like it a lot, only because I was a very, very solo player. I mean, I was talking greasy goblin caves 12 hours a day, and it was nice to finally be let out of the goblin caves. And obviously, solo crypt is a big hit. I think duo crypt is a big hit. I think duo goblins is perfect. I don't like ruins in any format, so that's whatever. But
Poor ruins.
like, I think everybody doesn't like one part of the map rotation, but everybody likes, like 66% of it. So it kind of works that like not everyone's happy all the time, but everyone's happier.
True.
Agreed.
Griffia, what do you think
100%.
overall? Jay.
I'm about to never play Wizard again if it lasts another week.
Oh my god.
No.
You have a ranger, you're fine, dude.
I'll just reroll.
Just whip
Rogue
out
main.
Peter.
And by the I've ran into way more rangers I think than ever before.
Oh, there's
You should
so
have seen
many.
patch day, dude.
It's
I ran into
Hotfix.
probably 10 different double ranger cleric teams in the same day. I could not believe it. But the meta has been starting to form, I guess.
Mhm.
Everyone's got a fucking bow. It drives me nuts.
Oh, dude, trust me, I can only imagine. I play wizards sometimes now. I'm like a cleric Chad these days. But playing a wizard, I played wizard earlier today and I was getting pelted. Just crossbows, longbows.
The crazy part, they're not even using the longbow still. They're just using the goddamn recurve, and they're still two-shotting me in the leg, and I'm just like, you know
Damn.
what? What's the point? I had to zap this guy 5 times, and he's alive.
Magic red
he
spot.
has biscuits, man.
And biscuits. So overall, it sounds like you're not really feeling it right now.
I really don't like the map rotation. I'll just be the one to say it.
I think a lot of
That
people, feel that. Really, a lot
shit
of
suck
people.
my balls with that goddamn rotate. You can rotate my balls and suck them.
I see.
My ass, dude.
I love the passion.
But I don't know. I'm a
Okay.
hater. I recognize that I am a hater of the patch, which is I can confidently say might be the first patch I'm actually not happy with.
I know, this is surprising. You've always been pretty positive across the board.
Minus the very obvious 50% scaling all spell patch, which was complete and utter dog shit, and I think everybody would agree with that. This is by far the worst patch for me.
Yeah, except for Todd Father. You love that patch.
Yeah.
Donnie, what do you think, man?
Well, let me say this. I've probably played like 10 raids since the patch came out. Escape from Tarkov Arena has had me by my rotated balls, like Jay said.
Oh no.
But when I've played, I mean, it's been fun. It's been fun to play their maps. I mean, I've enjoyed solo crypts and solo stuff. But like, really, I just play solo. I don't really get the urge to like get sweaty and get in trios.
Yeah, I think this is like your patch. If you're a
It's a
solo
good
player.
time.
Truly.
Yeah, I've enjoyed solo ruins and solo crypts. It's been fun, but I haven't really dove too deep yet. Like I said, Escape from Tarkov Arena has drained me dry.
Doesn't Tarkov wipe in
you
like
just
3
gotta
hours?
It
Something like that.
does, or something like that. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
really
but
think I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's not gonna be up for like 12 hours.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The servers will be unplayable for 16.
I think I got my
Jay,
fix.
let me
6
ask
weeks.
Jay, would your hate decrease if you could go down to Inferno on Ruins, and if you could go down to Inferno on Goblin Caves?
Oh, he's
and you
never
could
making
still
it there.
cross?
Only because if I went down on Ruins, when I got out, it would be the next map. I'm dead. I'm being
Fair.
completely on being
Well, that's
completely
fair.
honest.
That's
And
fair.
I
That's
do
why I think
think-
the
Why do you hate
smaller
Ruins
rotation
so much,
time is
though?
better.
And I do think that they could have added red portals to caves and ruins on the map rotation. I think it would be
There are-
fine.
I
It
mean,
wouldn't
Ruins
fit
already has them.
thematically or whatever, but I think it would be a good option at this point.
Experiment.
just
why
To give
not?
people a red
stopgap,
portal.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially when you
why
have
do
the
I hate
bossing
ruins?
quest.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what is your
Yeah.
beef? What is your major beef with ruins?
It is filled with my counter class,
Hmm.
which is
Fair.
Rogue and Ranger.
I mean, that's
Which is
solo.
why I hate
a lot
it.
of solo is Rogue and
But
Ranger.
that's because I play a wizard or whatever. And I completely understand the whole counter class thing, so I get it, but I still hate it.
Okay, so I
honestly.
don't
Donnie, what
agree
are you-
with the phrasing of this guy's message. But he said, "Stop breastfeeding solo players and remove this garbage." Do you think we are placating the solos a little too much though with this change?
Back in my day, Iron Mace was like, dude, we are never going to balance our game around solo
Yeah, I remember
gameplay.
that.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes a lot of sense. And
'Cause,
you know,
like-
here we are.
As
I'm-
somebody that
I'm-
does enjoy playing solo, it does kind of seem like this whole change is just for solos.
That's every
I mean,
game
I
though.
guess.
Like,
Yeah.
even Apex started off as trios and Fortnite, and everything goes down to solos because sometimes people just don't want to bother finding a group, and it's easy to get
I-
on in your like 30 minutes. Do like 2 rounds solo and get off.
Makes
I get
sense.
it because I bet most of the player base plays
Mhm.
solo,
Agreed.
which is what which is what the dev stats in the playtest used to say. The
That's
majority
fair.
of the players
If-
are solo.
If Iron Mace really cared about like the solo experience, right? Like what they would do tomorrow is just delete rogues, right? That would just, make the solo experience better for everybody. If they just really cared about the solo experience.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I said it.
I like what you're cooking.
Yeah.
All right. Take
Donnie,
out
what are you
Rangers
playing when you're
too.
playing? Are you still playing fighter?
I play
What are
fighter
you playing?
mostly, but I mean,
Yeah.
look, listen. I hate to say it, all right. I was there with you on the rogue hate for a while, but the more casual I've gotten, I've enjoyed being a shitter rogue piece of shit. Just
Yeah,
kind
because
of bottom
you
feeding.
just get to play the game on easy mode. Yeah, it's very
Mhm.
You get to do
You're
whatever you
not
want
wrong.
on Rogue.
you get to
Nice.
skip all the mobs. You have to get out of jail free card. You have to one shot people. You have to
Like,
get the opener.
I don't want
Poor
to fight this
Timmy.
guy anymore. I'll just turn around and then you're just
Yeah,
gone.
Run away
you
from
know?
any fight. Dying 100% optional.
I
Poor
will
Timmy.
say
And mine super fast. God. Oh,
it
God.
is kind of funny how rogue has the one button in the game where it's like I don't want to do this right now. You just go invisible and just sit there, like, check your phone for a good couple minutes. It's like,
Yep. You don't flash every second. Nice.
yeah, it's not bad, but
Mm.
yeah.
I wish I could offer up an opinion. I'm about to tear down my computer after this podcast. 'Cause I'm moving on Thursday, and tomorrow the house is getting cleaned, and then I'm setting up my shit probably on the 30th, and then I'm going out for New Year's Eve, so I can't even fucking play.
Just hop on Dad Mobile, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah, the real experience. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, so I can't even play, and we're going to have some special guests on next episode. So I'm going to be going into that episode not playing the game for 2 weeks, which is
Uh-oh.
shitty fucking timing and luck, but whatever. That's fine. But that being said,
Have they
let's...
talked about Dad Mobile release at all?
No,
No.
not at all.
No.
I mean, it's a
I mean-
different company doing it, so I don't think this much.
Dude, Dad Mobile next week, followed by, the Steam
Druid.
release and Druid. And
15 minutes.
Yeah, Monk. Don't forget the Monk. Monk real soon.
Yep.
I can't wait
Sorcerer
for
will
Monk.
be last, of course.
Probably.
Yeah, Chet.
That's my
donate. We're
guess.
gonna need some biddies to get that mobile game up and going. I'm gonna try to be
Yep.
top ranked mobile.
Druid, Monk, Paladin, Sork, Artificer if it actually happens.
I'll be real. If Dark Darker Mobile came out and I could just go on the marketplace, I'd do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's gonna be a separate game, but yeah.
Dude, if
Yeah.
I could just go the regular Dark Darker Mobile and just like, while I'm taking a shit, just like buy some demon clads.
You will never land the trade with that thing scrolling, and you're like trying to tap. You're like, "Fuck, wrong guy." Yeah, good luck, buddy. Good luck.
All right, let's move into Q&A. We've been going for over an hour. Let's shift gears. I have SoBad's chat up, Jay's chat, and my chat up. No one else is live, right?
No, I'm not.
No.
Okay. Chat, please start asking your questions. And I'll start with this one from Texas Crossfire. When does Cleric get some type of throwing utility weapon, like holy water or something?
Never.
Never.
Oh,
Probably never.
Get that shit out of here.
as
Oh, we're
a
getting Ebola.
Now I'm gonna get
We're
two
getting
shot.
Ebola.
By throwing hammers from a cleric, from a
Yeah.
goddamn healer, he's gonna
I
two
just
shot
want
me
to be
now.
able to poke.
Where does it
I just
end,
wanna
bro?
poke
as
with
a
Ebola.
recent cleric main,
I'm gonna
converted.
get flashbang 360 throwing hammer. Like, come on.
Just
They don't
re-roll
need
like the
it.
rest of us.
And then he's gonna bind spam me immediately after until he punches me down. Is this what you
Dude,
want?
honestly, dude, I think we could bring 10 spell back. I mean, 10 spell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the cleric main
honestly,
thinks that?
yeah, I think now that I play cleric, I think 10 spell seems pretty appealing.
10 spell would be kind of cool.
We'll be
Well,
on the skill tree,
yeah,
baby.
I think
Just
I'm all
be-
for
Eh,
it.
wait
It'd
for
be
They
that.
add
cool
10
for your
spell
fucking
cleric.
highlight reel. That's
They
what it's
better
cool
add
for.
10 spell
Mhm.
warlock.
Yeah, but with 10 spell
Right.
cleric,
Yeah.
right? But you can't
Add it.
wear plate. You have to wear light only.
Yes.
Yeah,
to
fuck
be-
it.
Well,
Agreed.
well you
Give
have
cleric
to be able
longbow.
to fit it.
Earth wizards.
Just give every class every option. It doesn't matter what you play. Just give everybody everything you can do. You imagine
Also-
cleric longbow, just buffing the fuck out of yourself, just slapping bitches.
Yeah, rogue wormhole.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Rogue Warmaul, my god, out of stealth.
Yo, speaking of, are you sad that Warhammer can't get used by Rogue? I feel like they should have had it.
No, they got
Maybe
weak
I'm crazy.
biceps. They can't pick
Why
that
the
up.
fuck would a
Warhammer for
rogue have a
rogue?
Warhammer?
No.
Yeah.
Why
no
not?
way. No.
It's small
No.
and dainty or whatever, and it fits in their small, delicate, soft hands.
You know what Rogue needs though? Rogue needs like a billy club, like one of those. Like,
Yes,
English
they do.
A
officer
Yeah.
jobs.
nightstick?
Mm.
Yeah, that'd actually work. A club?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
They
That's kinda
should give
cool.
him at least one blunt weapon. Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe a ball
Yeah.
peen hammer.
Why
Maybe they
not?
could use a ball peen.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'd be playing Rogue right now if they could use Warhammer. Are you kidding me?
Warhammer. Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
was thinking Warmaul.
Doesn't-
Yeah,
doesn't-
Warhammer. Yeah.
Doesn't fix my. I don't know. It doesn't.
I
Really
was
fit,
just
like, my
imagining a
class
rogue
fantasy.
with double jump with a Warmaul for a second there. It's like, that's not good.
Hey, you imagine a rogue
shit.
that could like parry with longsword?
Ugh.
No,
No.
don't say that.
Oh, no.
Just give every class everything, dude. Who cares?
True.
It'll be fun.
All right. Hostile Pickle asks, can we get quests account bound? Is that a bad
Oh,
thing
please.
to ask for?
Please.
Yeah, please, I want that.
Please.
I used
Yeah.
to think no, but yeah, they should probably add it.
Yeah.
It's so big. You switch to the alt, and you're like, all right, time to buy some vendor gear. Oh, it's all
No.
dog shit. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
that
Like, oh,
sucks.
dude, can someone help me trade my vendor gear to my alt real quick?
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, no, account why. I think it's a no-brainer. I don't think anybody thinks that's a bad idea. At the beginning, there was some people who were like, yeah, probably not a good idea. But after playing for X amount of weeks, I think everybody is on board.
They'd have to make the merchants not separate per character, though. You know, like all your
Right, you
merchants
gotta
have
keep
the
'em
same
all in the same
items.
rotation,
right.
right.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. But
That's
yeah,
fine.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
that's the
better than
only way to
nothing,
do
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Here's a question that I already know the answer to. What about every weapon having a block mechanic and stamina like Dark Tide from Mayerling?
No.
It's a big hell no for me.
Stamina.
No stamina.
some weapons you shouldn't have to block. You shouldn't have block. And
If we get stamina, I want Dark Souls rolling in the game. That's all I'm saying.
Can you
God,
imagine
we're going
that?
down
Oh
a
my
terrible
God.
road.
Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, that's not good. I'm with Jay. That's bad.
I want the weight mechanic too, where you can have like the quick roll and then like the big fat roll. Where you...
Wait a minute, I like that though.
Could be
Let's
fun.
see here. Okay, Zyro BH asks, why can't / should cleric be able to use chat scrolling be able to use cleanse against warlock or wizard's explosion? I think you
Oh.
can cleanse warlock curses, right?
You can't. I think you should be able
What?
to cleanse every debuff in the game.
Yeah, you should be
Yes.
able to.
Oh yeah, and
At all of
explosion.
them.
And
Doesn't even matter what it is.
Yeah.
yeah, cleric should just have mass dispel. I agree with Jay 100%.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
And throwing hammers and longbow.
Yeah, and holy
No.
water. Don't forget the holy water.
And the crossbow's
No.
back.
Yeah.
No, a cleric
Yeah.
not being able
Bola.
to purge a warlock's curse off of a friend.
Wait a
Yeah, that
minute.
seems like that's
Warhammer
very
hand
on
crossbow?
brand.
Yeah, that's very on brand. Yeah. What'd you say?
Said Warhammer hand crossbow and the cleric. You
Get
should
out
have
of
that.
get
Yeah.
out of here, dude.
That
Wouldn't
sounds
that
great.
kind of like completely nullify a warlock in PvP though?
I mean, how many clerics are actually going to
nobody
realize
runs
they have to
cleanse.
pull out cleanse and cleanse X person while the whole battle is going on?
Yeah,
It's like the
and
last thing you would go for.
You have
Yeah.
5 casts, right? Your curses still have upfront flat damage. You still have bolts. You still have
Mhm.
ray.
Now,
You still have one-shot melee
solos,
ability.
cleric versus warlock and solos, you run away and cleanse. I could see that being pretty nasty against warlocks, but
Yeah, but they just chase you and
still.
keep cursing you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
if you're cleansing, you're not
Yeah,
actually doing anything.
You run out of cleanses pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Sounds so
Uh,
toxic. I love it. You keep getting recursed every cleanse.
The warlock versus cleric matchup is like the most miserable 1v1 in the game because if you have like PFE and perseverance, the curses do nothing to you as a cleric. But as a cleric, you could just never get to the warlock. So
Mhm.
it just never ends. It's
Is
Yeah, it's
Hydra
ridiculous.
a widely used spell currently in the
Yeah.
current game?
like
Mhm.
mandatory.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I
Leech.
thought.
Yeah, to leech off of.
It's so fucking annoying. God,
Dude,
hate
I
that
got
fucking
Hydra
thing.
earlier and I got stuck in the Hydra and I couldn't move. And it just
Got
killed
him.
me.
The worst is
could
when
not
you're in a
believe it.
team fight, not paying attention to your back because the trio is in front of you that you're fighting, and you don't notice the warlock has cast the Hydra right behind your ass, and you just get fucking slaughtered from behind, and you're
Does a
wondering
lot of
why you're dead.
damage.
Yes, it does. That shit sucks. I hate Hydra.
Ooh, what do you think about cleanse having like a 1 second buff after you land it that makes you immune to debuffs? Thoughts?
I don't think it'd be
mean-
that. I don't think it'd be fine. I think it'd be fine.
Yeah.
1
It's not really
second.
used that much in PvP,
If
so
it was
I
a-
think
if
that'd
it
be
was
a
a
way to make
perk.
it useful.
Maybe it was a perk. Like certain spells have an extra effect
Oh.
for 1 second or something like that.
People would like pre-cleanse your barb as you're like running through the door, huh?
That would
Yeah.
happen.
1
Yeah.
second's not very
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Holy,
1 second
holy
isn't that long.
purification should be a cleanse. Yeah, I said it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I kind of like
Yeah.
that.
Like
yeah.
an AoE cleanse.
Yeah.
Long cooldown.
We cleanse. Okay.
I mean, 'cause it would give it some PvP application. Like,
Mhm.
not much, but like, a little bit.
All enemies and allies, all
Sure.
buffs.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
everybody.
go. If
Everybody.
everyone is
Oh my
cleansed,
god.
a full
Could you
reset
imagine
would be sick.
Holy purification as a barb as haste invis running in? Wait a
Wait
minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Imagine stripping
like that.
the
Your
rogue
second
health.
wind.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Now we're
I
talking.
actually
broken.
really like that idea. That's a good idea.
What about sorcerer having spell steal? You can steal their buffs.
I love
Sure.
spell steal. I love
Yeah.
the spell.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
We need more spells.
Okay, let's see here. What else do we got? What questions do you guys have in your chats? Let's see. I've missed a ton because obviously chat's moving as we're talking. So if your question was not answered and you're wondering why we haven't looked at it, it's because
Spam 'em.
chat moves. So please feel free to ask again.
There's a funny one if you guys want to answer a trolley question I've seen.
What you got?
Guy goes, "Okay, Co, I got a question. Why do you guys and gals think we should follow you as pros for all the nerfs or buffs instead of us noobs?"
What?
Get fucked. That's my only answer. I have no idea what that means.
What? Tra-la-la. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I'll say this: I'm dog shit at the video game. You should not listen to anything I have to say about the video game. But shockingly, I still have opinions. So
Yeah, I just know how to. I know
dare
how to
you.
organize a call. I'm average at the game, so don't ask
you
me.
shouldn't listen. No one's saying you should listen.
Well, there's your
So
answer.
someone in Jay's chat had a good question. I missed the name, but they asked whether or not we should limit the amount of characters that can be chosen from a single class into a raid. So can you have more than one rogue in your group? Can you have more than one ranger in your group in raid? In normals, I think no, personally, but in HR, maybe there's a case to be made where you can only pick one of each class to prevent things like ranger abuse. or rogue
I
abuse.
said that a long time ago. I
in
wish
HR.
that you could not have more than one type of class in a party.
I don't know.
I know
I think
it's a little
classes should
harsh,
be balanced. Where like
So,
if
some of
you're,
the fun.
you know, oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So some of the funnest times I had in this game is like when I'm just trolling with the boys and we're just
You
rolling triple wizard or triple cleric or
Mm-hmm.
triple
And you
rogue,
could do
just
that
like
in
fucking around.
normals. If you could do that in normals, but not in HR.
No, let me.
I think the game should be balanced where if you do go like triple wizard or triple whatever, that you're losing out on something for a complete team. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think that's how the class balance should be handled. So that way, if you don't want to run a balanced team, like it might be fun, you might be really good at like a specific thing, but you know, as far as winning like a decent team fight, you're probably at a disadvantage.
I feel like if you're running like a 3-man comp, like a triple range, triple wizard, whatever, and it's like very good or like very OP, I think there's a deeper issue there with the class. Like
Yeah.
that should be brought to light.
Agreed.
Like if you're
Yeah.
playing triple ranger and you're zoinking everybody in ruins because you have 100 traps and you're killing people from a million miles away, maybe it's not the fact that you can go triple ranger. Maybe it's the fact that there's something wrong with the ranger class. And you know, that's just my take on
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
Sure.
I think if the strongest comp is 3 rangers, then ranger is the problem.
It's like when the strongest 5v5 class in WoW Arena was 5 elemental shamans. There was something wrong, you know,
right? That's
Yeah.
with
true.
the class,
That's a good point.
not the meta.
All right, what do we got here?
Plus, what
Speaking
if I
of,
want
did
to
any
play
of you,
double wizard with Ken? Just can't. It's not
What?
allowed anymore. You know.
Yeah,
What if I want
that's
to play
silly.
double wizard with you, dude? We just
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Did any of you guys play Seasons of Discovery? Any of my Hold the Line boys?
Oh, nah, a lot of my friends are playing right now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I played it for like a week and a half, and I was like, I'm good actually.
It's still WoW. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't play that shit anymore. I'm
I can't loot people when they die, so feels bad.
here's
Did you
a
ever
good
play
question.
like full loot PvP? Did you ever like do like
All of
Albion
them.
Online?
Yeah,
or,
all
like,
of them.
All of them.
If there's a game that I could loot people when they die, I've played it.
Yeah,
I
that's
played
the
it.
best. That's the best systems. Fat Shua asks, should they limit the amount of throwables/traps you can bring into a raid?
Yes.
Yep.
Probably. It'd probably be better for the game.
I mean, right now, if you go into a raid and you use them, or you go into a raid and die, you can no longer get them. And then I just feel like I don't want to drop into the raid, let's say Barbarian, if I can't get any Francescas, or as my Ranger, if I can't have any traps. So it would be better to just limit it to 4 or 6, but we can buy as many as we need.
Yep, I've been saying that for a while. Like, I don't like the fact that Iron Mage tries to balance like certain items in the game by like limiting the supply. Because at the end of the day, the rich players and the best players are always gonna like find ways to get what they need and use them. And then all limiting supply does is like cuck the average player,
Mm-hmm.
and that sucks. But I do think I would love a hard cap on back to the consumable topic, like just what you could bring into dungeon, because people are really getting like unfair advantage with the amount of stuff they could bring in. Like I'm going into a raid with 9 protection pots, 10 red pots, 10 bandages, 3 campfires. I have explosive bottles, I have lockpicks, I have all this shit, and I'm getting an unfair advantage because of this. And I feel like if I had to think about the stuff that I had to bring into raid, if I had only had 6 to 9 toolbar slots of things that I had to bring in, I would have to think carefully about what my kit is and like find the most optimal kit and not just like vomit into my inventory a bunch of dumb shit to bring in and be ready for every situation. I don't know. I think I really like to see them do something about that because we've all run into that barbarian that just has 100 Francescas and you
it
just got
sucks.
shit on.
Half of them.
It's annoying.
Half
It's,
of
it's
them.
annoying as fuck. Yeah. It's very annoying. Okay, Big Skillet Gaming has asked this a couple times here. How do you all feel about the following issue? The Centaur Hoof quest is the worst quest. They need to either add more centaurs or buff the drop rate, especially with map rotation. It's difficult to get more than 1 on a map. They have zone in and the right area. 1% drop rate is insane, and it's really worse than that when you factor in spawn locations and the zone. I mean, I haven't really fucked with the Centaur Hoof quest yet, but it seems like drop rates in general can be a problem. Like wolf pelts and spider silk, and it's not just the Centaur Hoof. That just might be the worst of it. But across the board, I think they need to tweak drop rates for that kind of shit. I think.
think quests should just be more accessible.
Yes, quests seem a little too hard. And of course, as they add in more chapters, which I like that they call them chapters because they are trying to tell a story with each merchant, which is cool. I think as they add additional chapters, sure, there's going to be some shooter born in heaven type fucking Jaeger quests, right? So, which is fine. That's fine. But these initial quests should be a chapter 1 and 2 and 3. Come on. Let's fucking ease our way into this shit.
You should at least be able to level up some of your vendors, like, without slaving for 30 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
Just to be able to buy a green fucking Oracle robes from the goddamn vendor.
The problem is the grindy quest, I think. Like, you could have hard quests that aren't grindy.
Yeah.
Like, they're like Shooterborn Heaven is a great example, actually, of a quest that's not necessarily a grindy quest, but it's a very difficult quest to do in Tarkov.
Sure. Yeah.
You know.
And that's what I was referring to, just difficulty in general.
And
Which
then
could
you got
be
like your
drop
first
rates.
quest in Tarkov is like kill 5 scabs. Everybody can go kill 5 scabs. You know what I mean? I think that's like go kill 5 skeletons. Like, you know, I get that they want to, you know, make it like a bit of an achievement to get these things done, but it feels good to complete things, even if it is cupcake type, you know, easy boy, like
That's true.
good stuff done.
Yeah.
Just like progress me towards the more grindy, harder stuff would probably be a good move.
Yeah, my main gripe is with the kill the boss quest, whether it's the Lich or GK. I have a recent experience of trying to kill the Lich one time, and I was partnered up with a very good archer player that you guys know and love, and it took us 21 raids where we made it down to Inferno 17 times, and out of those 17 times, the Warlord was there 9 of them.
Ugh.
So getting to our Lich kill took 10 hours and 21 raids
Jesus.
to get 1 Lich kill.
My God.
Damn.
It was, talk about a grindy ass quest. He was just going for 1. He was trying to complete the Tavern Master.
Who's the ranger?
Still on,
Who's the player?
I don't think he'll care if I name drop. It's Sobi.
Oh,
So
cool. Okay.
he was wiping lobbies by himself.
Yeah.
I could just sit back and rest, go loot stuff while he ran around wiping things, and then we'd end up in Inferno. And it was just, I mean, it was Warlord 50% of the time. So it's like getting back to the grindy point, like, is the average player going to put in 10 hours to get 1 Lich kill? 5 hours?
Now, what was
even?
it? Was this before this most recent patch?
This was last night and today.
Okay.
Damn.
So yeah, 10 hours of footage captured. I had to go back and count all the raids. But yeah, man, it's rough. I mean, when you consider that you don't always make it down, and then when you do make it down, the Warlord is there nearly half the time, and then you're going to get third-partied half the time on top of that, because normal bosses are highly contested. So it's rough, man. Like I feel like they've got to tweak it, unless their perspective is that they don't want it to be but less than 1% of the player base that's ever going to complete everything, because there's too much with the Warlord. Now, if you take the Warlord out of the rotation temporarily, or add him as an alternate to either the GK quest or the Lich quest, or both, then I'm in. But the amount of waste when you add the map rotation into that, the amount of time that you have to invest is just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's my only real grievance about this patch.
Yeah, it's like if you're doing the kill 100 times quest in Tarkov, and then they're like, all right, well, you're gonna get 1 kill attempt once every 10 hours. That'd be ridiculous.
So I know this patch is for the rogues and the rangers. How is Barbarian? Just randomly, just have to ask. How's Barb right now?
I think it's balanced. I think it's like, it feels fair, which means the Barbarian players are going to complain. But
yeah,
because they don't want it to be fair. They just want to W key in a straight line, get hit with 7 things, and eventually get to you and still one shot you. That's what they want.
So
right?
if they're good at dancing and dodging, are they fucking good?
Yeah, you have to move now, right? You have to like move your head a little bit. You know, maybe you hit a little A and D or something. God forbid you hit A and D, right? Yeah. And dodge an arrow.
There's other keys than W.
It's wild. But yeah, it feels actually surprisingly balanced.
Good to know. I've been kind of fiending for Barb. Okay.
I think it's really strong. Rage is incredible. Now with the 15 strength, 15 vigor bonus, you can stand to take hits on the way there, even if you're not using A and D. And you know you're gonna hit like a truck when you get there. I think Rage is one of the strongest abilities in the game.
Yeah, I've been
It's
playing
good.
like a good amount of Barbarian. I play like a little like a lighter Barbarian, but with like a lot of movement speed, and I'm not very tanky. And
Is
you just
Rage
play
Achilles
quarters.
still good?
Yeah, Rage and like close the gap and just get on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been punched down by 2 separate barbarians today
Damn.
after about a 3-minute run.
When are we getting
Was it
Druid,
Punch
boys?
Pamela or?
No, I was on Wizard. So I got punched down.
Oh, that's why you're a nerd. Like fucking beef
Yeah.
up.
Getting bullied in the dungeons. When are we getting Druid, dudes? What do you guys think? Does it come in the next
15
few
minutes.
weeks?
15
Yeah.
That's next week.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Late January.
I'm gonna say
You
mid.
can see the tinfoil
mid-Jan.
growing out of his head as he says it.
Let me see what day it is. It could
I
be
ho- I
this
hope
very
Iris is like-
next week.
We've
us a
like
day.
actually we've decided to scrap the Druid project and we're pursuing other things.
Okay, it's in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Working on a
by
boob
mid-Jan.
slider.
Mid-Jan is my guess. Okay. Interesting.
What
January
ice map, though?
27th.
That's what I
Quote
can.
me.
11.
We'll
What'd you
probably
say-
get
what'd
it
you
with
say?
the ice map.
27th?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's
Yep,
that's-
January 27th.
No
One
wipe.
entire month.
We're
Right,
we're
well-
100% getting Drew with ice map. Come on, let's be real.
And
here.
it's
Yeah, I
not
think-
wiping though. Like we're just rolling those into the high roller leaderboard. So now you have ice map and you have druid for all maps, but we're not wiping. Does everybody else feel that way? I feel like we're into the 90-day wipe cycle now. We're like just behind Tarkov.
Well, I think it feels like they want to see what a 90-day wipe cycle
Yeah.
feels like.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like a big test for them. I think they're gonna commit to it.
I
That being said,
honestly
It's a
feel like
little
I'm getting
long.
towards the end of the wipe. You guys feel like that?
How many days in
Yeah.
are we?
I don't.
I
Like
don't
a
know, like a
month?
month now?
Yeah.
Yeah. a
Didn't
little
it come
over
out on the
30.
22nd or some shit?
I mean, I haven't beat all my quests yet, so I play
I'm
a lot.
not burnt out. I
I'm
mean-
sure the casuals haven't even gotten like halfway through their quests.
Yeah, probably not.
I have not.
Arcane?
How close am I on the quest, or am I burnt out? Which one?
No, of course on quest.
I'm on the last one for all of them, except I still need the centaur hoof. So I'm stuck on that for the
That
tailor
fucking
before I get to
hoof.
the last one there.
Mhm.
So I need the hoof, and then I'm on the last one for all the other ones that I haven't completed. So I think I'm half completed overall.
Right.
Here's an interesting question from Zyro BH. Opinions on locking boss room in Crypt Hell to prevent unnecessary third parties when bossing. Maybe lock it up after a certain amount of damage done to the boss. People can still traverse through boss room or add underneath bit under boss room. I don't know what that last part is. Should you
Yes.
be safe as you fight the boss?
I've been saying it for a while.
Which
I
means
think-
no abuse dancing in and out of the doors. I could see a magical barrier popping up. Let's say the Lich fucking, casts some ghost fire thing that erupts on the doors so that you can't escape, you can't fucking run out and reset. Like once you're in there, you got to fight.
I don't think so.
I mean, what's the alternative, right? Like you do that, then you just got some beefed up trio just waiting outside the magical barrier as soon as you're done.
Well,
As soon as
well,
it
that's what
dies.
I think the problem anyway has been, at least doing bosses, is okay. You're doing boss, right? Then it's just some rogue in his pajamas with 3 centaurs and 2 demons on him running into your boss fight and just going invis and just like griefing.
Mm.
And like I said, it's always rogue. It's rogue players just ruin the game. Let's be real. But-
I hate rugs too. I feel you. I
But
don't know how I
I
feel
don't-
about it.
I don't mind getting like jumped mid boss, but I actually kind of enjoy it sometimes. It's a lot of
Same.
fun. Yeah.
I
But I
don't
can
mind
see them
getting
locking
jumped. I don't mind getting jumped, and I don't mind jumping people that are fighting the boss. It is fun. I actually like it. So I would say I'm a no. No lockout. That's just
Is that
me.
with you, Ken, when there was like 6 dead people in the boss room?
Yeah, that show's lit.
Yeah, that was hella fun. 2
Nice.
different third parties showed up.
We still finish the boss.
All right, Pablo Production says, are rogues being hated on because the stream snipers and griefers play that class, or are they hated because their class is actually good?
Both.
Yes.
The rogues, or what are we talking about?
Rogues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rogues they just create toxic gameplay. It's like not the player's fault. It's just assassins in video games are impossible to balance.
Especially when they're
you have a
completely invisible.
circle. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it forces you to go somewhere. Like if you think about Static Goblin Cave, and there's a you can sit on either side of the hallway of Static, and you'll either hear one of the doors opening or the spike trap being hit, and all you have to do is wait for a sound, them opening the door, a spike trap being hit. You just silently go invisible. They will never know you're there, and you just get to 2 or 3 shot them. It's extremely toxic, and they can fall from great heights. They can move 10 feet. Like there's got to be a limit to how bad they can play to still beat you. Everybody else you see and you have to engage in an actual fight. The rogue, you're like, oh, I'm fucked, I'm dead. I'm not one of like the 2 classes that can reveal stealth.
And in a game where the time to kill is 2 seconds,
Mhm.
a class that gets the free opener like 90% of the time is going to be very strong.
With increased damage out of that opener.
Yeah. And on top of that, they have 330 movement speed, and if they want, they could just run away from most fights if they think they can't win. So
They do.
that, yep, and they do.
Mm. Here's an interesting question from Trevinical Enjoyer, little Diablo 2 player right there. Very nice. How about a soul market or a merchant in the dungeon? I like the soul market more, where you buy gear with souls from players that you pick up. And imagine if the soul looked different based on what their AP rank was.
Sure.
That's kind of a cool idea.
I kind of like that. I mean, imagine, Diablo 2 collecting ears. It was just a vanity thing, but at least you could collect something from the player. I kind of like some sort of like, I don't know, shadow mage that you sell souls to for shit. That's kind of sick.
Yeah, that's fun. I mean, like one of the most fun parts about Tarkov is get somebody's dog tag. So.
Yeah, just give me his dog tags.
Or like if you had a gold coin purse is the 1 slot, but it can hold 50. If you had like a soul purse that could hold 10 souls, and if you didn't bring your purse, the soul was a 4 slot. And so you could kill somebody else and get their soul purse and be like, oh shit, there's already 7 souls in here. Like this guy screwed up.
A little soul pouch.
Yeah, and then things cost like 10.
Shouldn't a soul pouch be soul bound to the player?
True.
I don't know. I mean, it's full loot game. I like that we get quest items. We get all their shit. It's pretty cool to get the souls they've taken as well.
I think it'd be an interesting thing to be able to do more with the player's soul would be sick. I would like to see warlocks getting some sort of spell or something utilizing souls as well. That'd be kind of cool. We talked about that a long time ago. Virgo BR wants to know, what quality of life changes do you guys want to see? Like, what's the one quality of life change you each would want to see?
Well, besides the obvious auction house, right? That's what I want. I want the worst part of this game. There's a lot of like feel bad moments, but like for me, it's just even if I'm out of gear, I will not sit in that marketplace to buy it. I just will not. I'm not gonna sit there for an hour.
It's annoying
on stream, putting together my 50% buff duration set. I'm looking at you, Jay, just to go in and die to some rogue. Sorry.
I'm still upset.
You spent an hour putting gear together and died.
Two.
Damn, that's awful. Give me self-found mode, please.
I want to share.
When you make a character, you choose self-found or not. Give us that choice. I don't care if it splits queues more. Fuck it. Give it to me.
Your queue is going to be like 20 minutes.
Well,
fine.
You
That's
don't
better than
queue.
Trade Channel for an hour.
But it would be cool to just have an entire season that was solo stuff. I'm like, all right, this season there's no trade league. I've been saying that for a while. Just like try it out. We have seasons for a reason.
Like we're gonna wipe 5 days early, and then 5 days until the next wipe. It's just gonna be SSF.
RMQs will be in
SSF for 5 days.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of QOL. I want a shared stash. That way I don't have to like constantly ask people to move things for me. And I want merchants should have every gray item. I hate that I've been playing hand crossbow rogue 100%. And they don't sell a hand crossbow, so I'm just like shit out of luck on my class. And I want to be able to buy things preset. So if I die, I can put buy all things preset 1, and now I have all grays, like all the grays that I like. I've got my hand crossbow, my short sword, like 6 of each potions, whatever it is. I just push buy from shop. It spends like 285 gold, and now I'm ready to drop again.
Reach.
Yeah. What do you think, Scott? Quality of life change?
Everything he just said. Yes.
Mhm.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah. And one step further, we talked about this a bit on the pod as well, where if and when we get to have our own little layer, um, having like mannequins to set up your sets on,
mhm.
so that you can walk up to a mannequin and inspect what your setup, what all your gear looks like, and then just say equip all.
Yep.
Like that would be huge.
Hmm.
And being able to get junk gear back without having to go in a raid is another one. Like, yeah, being able to put a shopping list together and buy all poor gear is nice, but just a button to auto equip junk gear so I don't freaking
Yes.
forget my book and shit like that.
I like that idea.
Is huge.
Yeah, I like that.
Another one for crafting, right? Like when you're making like copper or like cobalt gear, you need to have like a white rarity piece or a green rarity piece. I feel like if you should be able to use a higher tier and punch down for those crafts specifically instead of how hard it is to fucking get a white straw hat so I can make my copper straw hat. You know how hard that is. You know how much I'm getting upsold in trade. I'm paying 500 gold for a white straw hat in trade because you can't get them on vendors, by the way. So it's
That
just
sucks. Yeah.
it's miserable, and I feel like I should be able to use a purple straw hat if I have one lying around. It's not like I'm punching up.
Hmm.
That's a little oversight in my opinion.
Donnie J, quality of life.
Here goes Copper or Ken again.
All right,
No,
somebody
I like what
ban
this
that.
guy's cooking. He said, quality of life change I want is to be able to play the game I paid $50 for with my 2 friends on the one map that's properly designed for 3v3. Dude, fucking preaching, bro. My God, what a crazy quality of life change. Anyways,
They're just
That's-
testing stuff. Let
Yeah,
them.
It's not a
yeah.
bad
cook.
take.
I'm
but-
cool for them to test it, but I'm gonna bitch and complain.
Look how optimistic old Soma is over here because he doesn't have to go in there and play it.
I know.
So
I'm like, I
yeah,
can't even play the
probably
video game right
fine,
now.
dude.
Yeah, I can't even
Probably
fucking
fine.
game.
moving.
Yeah, can't even play. So what the fuck do I care? Okay, let's get what time? Let's see.
Donnie, you got some QOL?
Oh yeah, Donnie. Quality life change.
I mean, remove rogue.
Dude, this guy fucking gets it, dude.
And look, I used to be a huge rogue hater, but once you start playing them, you drink some of that Kool-Aid, man. You start feeling a different way. That's all I'm saying.
Raider.
Play it all
I
the
got
time,
no
bro.
QL. I don't know. More content would be good for my quality of life. Enjoying the game, new stuff to do, new maps, stuff like that.
All right, here's an important question. How do you spell rogue?
ROGUE.
Roger.
Rouge. Rogue. ROGUE. Okay, just checking. Sorry about that. I know how to spell it.
TRASH.
Do you? I'm sorry, but just whenever I see people say red, rouge, it's just fucking silly. Come on,
Rouge.
guys.
I guess like the other way
Come
is
on.
like ROUGE is like the common misspelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rouge. Yeah.
First the fucking
I'm just roasting
necromancy,
you,
now we
JD.
got Rouge.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
actually.
Yep. Sorry, couldn't help it. Sorry, JD.
Hey,
All right.
Soma,
So
when do we get
yeah.
the necromancer class, dude?
Fucking never. Okay. Now, if they do subclasses, the wizard should have access to necromancy. All right, we won't go there. All right, so we've been going.
You know
for,
what? Oh, I got one. You know how we always say like, oh, multi-classing's dumb. Maybe subclassing is just obviously better. I fuck with multi-classing. I think it'll make them unique. I've been thinking about that lately.
All right,
No,
give
fuck
us
it,
like
why
a
not
good
just have
build.
multi-
Give us a good build. What do you think?
I don't know, bro. It's just you mix 2 classes. There's just then comes baby class. I don't know.
It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be busted and it'll be imbalanced, but it'll be fun. I'm down.
I don't think they should.
I
do it.
like it because if they do subclasses, then they're like every other game where you get to specialize. But if they do multi-classing, I think I see what they're cooking.
Okay,
I hope
call
they
me
test
crazy.
both.
Truly
I want to
unique.
see them test both.
Sure.
Personally.
Call me
They
crazy,
should do
but the
both.
whole idea of picking a class is that you are stuck with that class's abilities, like pros and cons, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, we played D&D, Donnie, and like Sweat Lord's
okay.
fucking multi-class. I do a lot.
but but D&D is not a PvP game, right? Like it's meant
True.
to you're meant to go
Yeah.
defeat the DM every week. You're not meant to fight other players on like a scale of fairness and whatnot, right? So I just
Yeah.
think you're much better off like letting people pick a class that has pros and cons, and for the sake of balance and for the sake of fun, you got to stick with those. And if you want to do something different, play a different class. I just think multi-classing kind of takes away some of that magic.
I have definitely
Sure.
PvP'd in D&D and Star Wars RPG, by the way, and it's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
I
mean,
I don't agree.
okay, fair enough. Okay. Fair
Well, what
enough.
Can't you
about-
like cast one spell and then they just explode or something?
Not
Yeah.
necessarily.
What if you PvP a monk in 5e? What do you get stunned for 10 rounds straight till you die?
Maybe.
Hell yeah,
It's
baby.
not balanced.
It's not.
It
It's
sounds,
not
sounds like
balanced
a ranger
PvP.
trap.
I want you guys to know I put 6 traps down yesterday on ruins, and I was just talking to chat with music blasting, and a barb stepped in it. All like 5 keys, all purples, like 2 purple rings of strength, purple amulet, like all on stats. And
Ouch.
I just 3 spear hits from 6.5 feet away where he couldn't hit me, and he died. I just went to loot him, and I was like, oh my god, there's nothing he could do.
I've been that
cannot
barb.
get out as a barbarian.
I've been that guy.
You're so stupid. You're like, oh, metal. I don't know how to disarm
You
this.
used to, like, you have this giant fucking hammer and you're stuck in this small aluminum trap and there's just nothing you could do about it. It makes just fucking hit that thing.
Quality of life for me, remove traps from the game. I fucking hate them.
Remake traps for sure.
They
You should
suck.
be able to
remove,
break them by
remake.
walking and take more damage, but you
Or
don't
throw
have to
something at it.
disarm them or whatever. Or
Mm.
throw, yeah.
At least they got rid of the weird game.
True.
Yeah.
That shit
It's
was
still on
nasty.
there
Oh
when you're
yeah,
disarming
the
it.
skill check. Yeah, that was
Well,
dumb.
I mean, I feel like disarming's fine, but like when you're caught in it,
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
either way, if I see it and I go to disarm it, they hear me disarming it and just shoot me. Like there's no actual way to get rid of it other than to be like, fine, and you just leave. Like fuck it. This is your machine gun nest. I'm out.
you should be able to set it off though. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Machine
Oh,
gun
yeah.
nest. That is what
That
it
is-
is.
Should be able to throw
It is.
anything at a trap
Yeah.
and it breaks. For sure.
Explosive bottle on it.
Alright,
Shatters
it
into
would set
metal.
it off.
So,
Yeah.
what's the difference between a wizard and a sorcerer?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm gonna get a
God.
glass
What?
of water. I'll be right
Don't make me
No,
say.
no, dude, it's important. This is important.
All right, my channel wants to know how everybody feels about the AP system.
I'm not-
Should changes be made to adventure points?
Yes.
I'm not
It sucks.
stepping in your trap so bad.
Yes.
How,
Yes.
Jay? How do we fix it?
Equally weight all the options.
So like a kill's worth 40.
Whatever it is. I think all the weights should be roughly the same. If you want PvE and rank up, go for it. If you want to loot and rank up, go for it. And if you want to kill players and rank up, go for it.
I hate this. I fucking hate it. It's
Because
so,
now it's like, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I've never cared less about the leaderboard ever. Because now it's just how many shiny did you collect? Or how
Mm.
many people also collected shiny and then dropped it for you at the end, like the top
Yeah,
50 rankers.
That's broken.
There's no integrity in that leaderboard, and it means absolutely nothing.
Can't they implement a system where once treasure has been looted, they flip a switch so that it can't be dropped and relooted by someone else? Like, it's been picked up by a player, that's it. The points have been accumulated. Bam, one time. You pick it up one time. Or would that?
Well, then
would
you
that
definitely don't kill anybody.
Yeah, like then you.
Well, you
definitely
still
don't
are gonna have to
PvP.
kill people.
Well, you're getting their
People are
gear. You
people
still
are
get their
people
gear.
aren't gonna PvP still. Of course they will.
Well, when I
'Cause
kill
you want
people and I
gear.
get all their trinkets, I'm like, cool, I
Right.
got some points. But now if I kill them and I
You
take all
get
their
their gear.
trinkets,
You get gear.
It was just a point loss.
Which is point
yeah,
loss,
yeah. If
yeah.
you want to go minus 500 for the raid, yeah.
See
Mhm.
that is the issue then. That's
That's also
fucking
a
dumb.
big one.
That's
so,
dumb.
s- like literally the other day, I had put like a 6-hour session. We didn't die once, right? We had a flawless session, and I was like, it was great. And now I was like minus 2,000 points. We just won every fight. We killed the boss almost every time, and I'm just like minus 2,000 on the day.
That's
I'm like,
bad.
this feels good.
Ath and Jay said, well, that just incentivizes someone to run away from the fight. People already fucking run away from fights constantly.
Right.
People are still going to PvP no matter what. It's just gonna happen. That's the game. So I don't know. But yeah, I think the AP system needs an overhaul. They need to go
They
back
could
to
do
the-
what you were saying just for teammates. That's a good one. That way there's no
Sure.
more funneling.
Sure.
Which is crazy
yeah.
they didn't have the foresight because, like, I mean, that's how
They
the old,
might.
the old treasure collector leaderboard worked is people were just getting funneled anyways.
We
right?
don't
So,
we don't
like,
know
how are
that they
not
don't know that.
At
We
least
don't.
playing that in.
Yeah, that's fair, but we don't know that they haven't thought about this. They just don't have the manpower, the time to implement everything. That's why
Sure.
we get quest items being all or nothing at first, and then eventually a few weeks later, all right, now you
Mhm.
can turn things in one at a time, because there's still like less than 40 people.
Which makes me wonder, like, do they not think of that, or was it really a timing thing?
I don't know.
Makes
That's
me
a
question
mystery.
it.
It's a
So
mystery.
it's like if they didn't think about it, then like, did you ever play another video game with questing? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I
it's
think
kinda
they
nice
probably
that-
thought of
guess.
it. I think they try to push stuff out. They're trying to placate to us. They're trying to appease the masses. They're trying to keep people hooked and interested, because their player count, let's be real here, does diminish a little bit over time. So you have to
Sure.
push shit out and test when there's still 15,000 people playing. Push
Sure.
stuff out
Mhm.
until if there's 5,000 people, it's like, okay, well, we're not getting the best fucking test bed here anymore. So
And then when we test it, it's going to go from 5 to 2,000 people because some people don't like it or something. Right?
it's a gamble. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tricky situation for them for sure.
Mhm.
But I do think that now, do they make mistakes? Yes, they definitely make some mistakes and just leave shit out, or stuff gets patched, broken. That's pretty common in game dev. But when it comes to certain systems, like the questing thing that we mentioned, they probably knew that was a thing, but they were like, "Fuck it, we'll just get to it in a couple weeks. We don't have time right now." I really believe that, because obviously these guys are like,
I guess at
seasoned
that
devs.
point in time, like it was like games getting stale, player count like
yes, push them
have
out, push it out, push quests.
being generous. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we got to do something. So
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah,
what that's what
they're
I'm
on
thinking.
Hotfix 26 at this point, right?
Mhm.
We've
Crazy.
had 2 patches and Hotfix 26 since the game release back in August.
That is so fucking rare in any sort of
That's a-
dev team.
That's a hotfix a
Mhm.
week.
That is
Right?
absolutely
More.
amazing.
yeah, something like that.
More than one a week.
They deserve a
Plus
lot of
probably-
credit
patches.
for that.
That's insane.
Yep.
That
Which
is
is probably
huge credit.
multiple times over like the next game, right?
They deserve a lot of praise for that shit, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
that's a lot of work constantly.
And it's almost always a win. Even if we can't turn all the quest items in at once, we're like, this quest system is good. It just needs some QOL. And then we get
Yeah.
the QOL, and the whole way we're like, hey, this is good, this is good, this is good. You
Sure.
know,
Yep.
it's like all, even if it's like a little win, they
Yeah,
are
it's the
pushing
right
stuff
direction.
out all the time.
All right, let's get one last good question, because I am starving. I gotta get some food.
I did see one asking about the boob and dick slider. Curious
Hmm.
when that's coming
yes.
out. I know.
Mhm.
I know
Always a
you
good
have a
thing.
lot of really good predictions. So bad. Is that like tomorrow, the day after, hopefully?
Does it increase hitbox size? I'm in there.
It has to, but then you
Do we get
the,
boob armor?
Well, now preferably no covering of that area.
That was actually
Same.
part of
Please.
Nexon's game, so that's scrapped.
Ah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they can't steal it from Nexon. Yeah, exactly.
God damn it.
This guy has a good one though. He says, deserve praise for it. Remember when games were released as a final product? I'll give him that one, but it's a different time, dude.
Different
that was a
time.
long
They were
time ago.
selling
Yeah.
physical shit. I mean, it was
Yeah,
like
go back to the
buying a
90s,
cartridge. Yeah,
Fucking
it's, of
nerd.
course.
Blow
Yeah.
on
Dude,
it.
How are they
honestly,
gonna ship you
dude,
the update, dude. Like a
the
million new
vanilla
cartridge?
WoW was a finished product. They didn't do anything else after that, so like it was
Yes.
finished then.
Somebody buy this guy some V-Bucks. Tell him to go fucking play Fortnite, okay?
Fortnite. All right, one last good one. Let's see here. What do we got? All right. Thoughts on when the talent system / training page is actually coming? Are we going to see it with Druid and the Ice map?
No.
What do you guys
Mm-mm.
think?
Nope.
No, you
God, I
can't.
can't
It's too
wait
much.
for
They're
it.
sticking to multi-classing. Ain't no way it's coming out anytime soon.
No. March.
March.
I'll go 2025, dude.
I'll
not
take
coming
that
anytime
bet.
soon.
10 gifted.
It was supposed to come out a fucking playtest too. That was in October of last year. It's already been a year and 14 months.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's probably been reworked and redone like 10 times over.
One day.
Mm-hmm.
Pablo Productions, chill the fuck out, bro. You're spamming me. That's why I'm ignoring you. Stop.
Oh.
Go ahead.
You know, I knew someone that literally saw the skill tree at one point, by the way. He said it was
Huh?
super broken. I ever tell you guys that?
No. What do you got?
I think it was in February because that's when or maybe it was playtest 5. I can't remember, but someone told me that like, yeah, I saw it and it was super broken, and I thought it was coming. And I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, so
But,
well, maybe you shouldn't say anything.
so that means that there is like a playable version at some point, or I don't know how they saw it. They were either like dev testing, or I don't know how they saw it. Were they
Did
doing
Ryan
something?
Lied
6
to you,
days a
maybe?
week hack the system? Like,
No,
okay.
Was it the guys working on the private server?
nope.
The people that hang out in the
Don't think
tavern.
so.
Yeah.
He's having a beer and petting the wolf, and some guy just told him some crazy shit.
Unless he was just straight up lying, which I don't think he was.
Yeah, one guide.
Yeah, it's someone we all know. No, but I'm not gonna say who.
Yeah. Don't say
Who's
anything.
me?
Yeah,
Yep.
it was Donicus.
Movie Slider confirmed though.
Gentlemen, I'm sad that I haven't been able to play and that I can maybe get a match in later tonight before I go to bed, but I can barely play right now. It sucks. I've not played in a week, and it's probably gonna be another week. So I'm missing out on a lot of shit, but thank you all for giving me your opinions, giving chat your opinions, giving us the lay of the land and what the status of the game is. I appreciate it, and I'm sure chat and the listeners do as well. And of course, Hold the Line is on Wednesdays at 6.
We're Thursdays at
Not even close.
Oh shit!
We're
Sorry.
on Thursdays, yeah.
It was Wednesday. It
switch
was
it up.
Wednesdays weekly, but we swapped.
It
Oh, okay, you swapped.
was.
That's
I know.
right.
I screwed it up. I
Okay.
let my real life get in the way.
Damn job.
Thursday night. We're normally closer to 10 p.m. Eastern, so probably 7 o'clock Pacific.
Perfect.
Yeah,
go.
we've been switching it up. This week, I think we're taking off since we were here tonight. But
Yeah, we also have like holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas
Yeah.
and
New
Yeah,
Year,
Thanksgiving.
Sure.
and
Thanksgiving,
Halloween.
Halloween. Dude, all the
Easter's coming
holidays.
up.
St. Pat's Day. St. Pat's
Dude,
Day's next
yeah,
week.
New Year's. It was SoBad's birthday. He had a vacation.
Fonz has been
Hawaii.
kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
you guys.
12 days of Hanukkah. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Well, you guys are fucking great. It's always a pleasure having all three of you on, or as individuals. So thanks, guys. And chat, you have a whole nother Dark and Darker podcast that you can watch and listen to. I mean, that's pretty damn great. There's only room for 2, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, so
There's
nobody get any ideas, all right?
There's only room for 2.
Yeah.
There was a Dark and Darker podcast, I think, that sprouted out like a few weeks after ours started, Jay and Donnie, and it was like kind of scuffed, and then did like 2 episodes.
Oh
and
yeah, I
they
remember
never,
that.
They never went live again.
Were those
It was hella
the guys
scuffed.
we DDoSed and we like got rid of with like
Yeah.
manufacturers?
Shut up.
I think the one time I saw a video, this dude was just ripping the bong mid conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck
yeah,
bro. Dude,
Hell yeah.
I want more episodes of that
He's like,
podcast.
wait, let me
that
get a different
sounds good.
perspective on this one.
The guy
To be
was
fair,
so ripped he
They
forgot
might
they
have
had
had
a
a better
podcast.
podcast than us. If only
That's
2
true.
episodes.
Yeah.
Might have been 2
I remember
great
seeing some like
episodes.
Coors Light and shit in the background. Fuck, it would have been a good time.
That's my guy
Coors.
right there.
Honestly.
Yeah, but there's only room for 2 for real. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a great fucking New Year. We'll be back on January 2nd with some
Oh, no.
special guests. I have to reconfirm and make sure we're good to go. But we are going to start the New Year off with a fucking bang. Let's put it that way.
Ooh.
And someone's going to have no idea what's going on because he hasn't played.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be honest and say, like, I was traveling for the holidays and I moved. Sorry, the timing sucks, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. It'll be a big fat Q&A.
Hey, is it who I think it is?
I don't
My
know,
mom.
Jay. Yeah, it's Donnie's
All her
mom.
moms.
Uh-oh.
I miss her, by the way.
Is she a casual
I'm
Donnie
calling
or?
No, she's hardcore, dude.
She's
Yeah.
sweaty, dude.
Ask her
She's
when
not
Druid.
happy.
SoBadStrange, where can people find you, sir?
You could find me at twitch.tv/ and YouTube/ SoBadStrange.
Wonderful.
I do all the things all the time.
You are live a lot, which is awesome. All right. ArcaneArmor.
Same for me, but ArcaneArmor. I don't do as much on Twitch, although I've been trying to hit the go live button a little bit more here and there. So mainly YouTube, but a little
Good.
bit on Twitch. ArcaneArmor.
Wonderful. Ken?
Yeah, twitch.tv and youtube.com at KenKnobi if you want to see some of the sweatiest, dorkiest cleric gameplay. And, maybe that's the second best wizard.
You might be the best cleric I think I've ever played with, by the way.
Oh, shucks.
Donnie?
Donnie on YouTube and Twitch. I think, guys, I know I've said this before. and I know I've said this before.
Don't
all
say
right?
it.
There might be a Tarkov Arena.
Shut
video
up.
coming, all right?
Get
There's
out.
a lot of clips. There's a lot of things, you know. But yeah, YouTube, Twitch. Check me out there. 2 E's on Twitch. But yeah. Somebody did mention something good though. It is the last Darkest Hour of the year. So shout out to us. What are we at? Like, what episode number are we at?
This is 44.
44.
Damn.
Well,
That's kind of crazy.
Mhm.
Damn.
That's almost a year of
Thanks.
casts.
Yeah,
there
that's
you
pretty
go.
well.
Well, thanks, Jay. Thanks, Soma, for doing the pod with me. Very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then all the wonderful friends we made along the way. And all these sweaty nerds in their basements. I appreciate you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm right there with you. So it's been great. It's been good doing this.
44 episodes. I mean, do you remember when we were waiting for the game to come out and we didn't know if it was ever going to come out, and we would get in Discord and be like, we got to figure something out. What are we going to talk about? Holy shit, we got to brainstorm because I am running out of ideas here. But thank God that shit came out.
I remember the one week you're like, I don't know what we're gonna do, and then like the next day you're like, all right, here's the next 10 episodes.
Yeah, I went a
That was
little
on
crazy.
top.
I like
Oh, man.
smoked a fat joint and was like, all right, I got to plan this out. We're going to go over every spell on the spell list of D&D. That was a pretty hefty episode, but it was fun.
No, but I mean, no, seriously, thank you so much. Because I don't know, chat doesn't see all this stuff. Me and Jay can both confirm we do absolutely nothing for this podcast.
I show up
we
at
just-
6:55. That's it.
We show up. Someone takes care of everything. So shout out to someone for putting all this together. A little bit of a
Thanks,
round of
buddy.
applause for our boy.
Thanks, Soma.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm
so
not,
much,
I'm not going to
man.
fight you on that. I do
Sorry.
everything. Yeah.
He does do everything.
It's like, I know, dude. I'm the man. Yeah.
No,
Sometimes I feel
humble.
guilty, and then I'm like, man, he's got it. He's just too good at it.
I'm the dad. What can I say? I like
could
this
help,
shit, man.
But he just does such a good job. You know what I mean?
I don't want to interrupt the flow.
I legitimately fucking love it. So it's no problem. Mr. Griffia, and thanks by the way. And Mr. Griffia,
Oh, no worries.
where
Yep.
can people find you on the internet?
Me, Jay Griffey on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter.
Beautiful.
Bam.
There we go. I am at Soma on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, and at _Soma on YouTube. On that channel, you can watch cool Dungeons and Dragons content, like the actual D&D game, and this podcast, and maybe eventually some other shit. I'm playing around with maybe some new stuff. We'll see.
Oh,
All right.
Well, I like
Intriguing.
producing shows. I like interviewing people, and maybe I have like some sort of one-on-one interview thing. But I don't want to steal what ArcaneArmor does. So there's only room for one of those.
Dude,
Player
Arcane,
profiles.
he invented interviews. He has
Mhm,
a
a
Yeah.
player
Very
profile.
good.
He is
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah.
Rogan.
Jordan Rogan. Yeah, that's right. He's my dad. But yeah, make sure you guys sub to everyone's channels or follow everyone's channels, Twitch Prime them, whatever the fuck. Watch the stuff. Have a happy new year. Stay safe. Be careful when you're drinking your ales in the
but
dungeon.
not too safe. You know.
Well, don't
Yeah,
drink and
stay safe.
drive. Wrap it up. All that stuff, right? But, you know, have
sometimes.
fun.
was it a wrap up? I already got my presents.
That's a seatbelt thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah.
Yep, totally.
We don't have sex.
No. Definitely not.
None of us.
No, absolutely not.
I haven't touched a woman in years.
Okay, that's good to know.
Jesus Christ.
Thank
Good
you for
night,
that, Don.
All right. Happy holidays.
Oh, you guys are
Yep.
gross. All right. Thanks for coming, boys. Have a happy new year. Cheers, chat. See you on January 2nd with some very special guests.
Peace.
Bye. Peace.